See the mysterious folk are walking around again. Jeez. Hopefully I'm not gonna just walk over to the building, get some bad news or something like that. It would be nice to just kind of just approach my place of work without any kind of bad news or anything like that. Morning.
Hi, Kirby.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing? Morning, Nora.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Managing, I suppose.
Well, hey, managing better than being bad, I guess. You do what you can.
Yeah. Are you, still good with the thing there?
I don't know what else I can really do about this. Ogie said she's gonna talk to someone who will come try and help with it, but until then, I just don't have an arm. And honestly, it doesn't matter that much. It hasn't really impeded me in many ways.
And it's good to see that you're.
It's just a little awkward, you know.
It's good to see that you actually have a positive attitude about that.
Listen, what good would it be if I was like, oh no, my arm's gone. I'm gonna lay here and cry in bed. I still got things to do, still got people to see, still got stuff to do while I wait to hear about what's happening with Ven, you know?
Yeah.
Whether or not I have an arm shouldn't stop me. Which is why I'm still a little confused on why you were so upset that I lost my arm. Listen, it could have been worse, but it wasn't. My arm got hurt, so what?
It's
like, look, that person over there looks like they have armor. See, I can just get some of that from my other arm. I have a protected arm.
It's fine. It's fine. Burnout.
Listen, I'll just get bracers or something next time.
Watch out, Sora.
Hey, Nora.
Hello, Shock. Hello, person I don't quite remember.
You remember them?
No one really remembers me.
Hmm?
I'm just saying the truth.
You know what? If they
in a second. What the fuck hospital did you go to?
1 second.
Oh boy.
Okay, 1 second.
You know what?
Okay.
I will let Ms. Nora handle this. I'm going to go to the Adventure Guild to check on things, so I'll see you guys a little bit later.
Good to see you again, man. Yeah, you got some explaining to do.
Ooh.
Shock, honey, calm down.
Take care, Kirby.
Oh, you too. People. Oh, hey, Frederick. Yes.
Everybody's here today.
Who did I talk to about putting up some advertising for some tech that my company's developing?
Oh, I mean, do you mean like it at my place, or do you mean just in general?
I'm following.
Advertising, like what's in the city.
I mean, really, it's just you just kind of just go to whatever business and ask them, hey, are you okay with having this thing up there? I know, Miss Lulu, the one that runs like the little ramen shop around the corner over there, like they're pretty nice about that stuff. You ask her and like, hey, I want to have something there, and she'll be like, yeah, no, it's fine, put it up, put it up here. Just basically just ask around.
Okay.
Is that all?
Okay.
I kind of need to be like checking on the guild real quick.
Yeah, go check on the guild.
Okay. Take care.
Have a good day.
You too.
You too.
I guess some people got places to go. Hi, hello. You seem like you gotta go somewhere really fast. Hmm? Oh, hey over there. Oh, hey, listen,
I come bearing gifts.
there's something,
I guess you can say.
someone. Hey, wait, haven't I seen you around? Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you around here, haven't I? No, but your horns are familiar. I'm sorry, this is. Hey, how are you holding out? Hey, someone wants to see you as well. Come on, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Are you good to walk around?
Physically fit.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, just make sure not to push yourself, all right? Miss Nora!
Because you were working a lot.
Emotional wires.
Miss Nora!
Been gone for a long time.
Talking
That's
of
why I come
head
back
being taken
to.
off, I'm good. I'm fine. Nope, that's not me anymore.
Hey. Miss Nora!
I can handle this, but not that taking off the head and the ear grow.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
One second.
Just
I've been gone for a long time.
Just
That's
go,
why I come back to.
just push.
Seems normal.
I just come and grab you,
Just-
hug you tight.
It's the
Yeah.
neighborhood. What do you expect?
Ven. We got Ven
You're not wrong.
back.
Okay,
So,
I'm
just,
I'm just sticking with you, and that's all I'm gonna do today.
You're sticking with the grouchy one?
He's not grouchy. Shadow's the grouchy one.
Oh. Never mind, your face says otherwise.
That's my boyfriend. That's how much he's not grouchy with me.
How you doing? That's how it works.
Again, Ven.
I'm coming back, I've already said it.
Good to see you again.
I need to check on something real quick.
Freddie wants to see you too, but
really heard much
she's
from-
busy right now.
You know, they've been taken away. So in the house, and all I'm hearing is things being
You can look out for her, right,
crashing
Nora?
and stuff. I don't
Yes.
know.
Thank you. I got some other things I need to take a look after.
Text messages from her saying like, "Everyone's gonna be fine. Your room's gonna be great. Everything's gonna be okay." Don't worry
We're
about the
slowly
portal. It's not gonna be
making our way
broken
back to
or
normalcy.
anything.
This is a new normal, a new nice normalcy. I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much, by the way. I know you're just kind of just
You're
doing
welcome.
job whatever, but thank you.
Mhm. It's what I like to do.
Hey, excuse me, miss. You seem to be inspecting various mailboxes. Is there a bit of a problem?
Yes. Now I have one. Okay. I'm working on getting a replacement. Yeah, for the time being, it's only temporary.
Right, just giving you a bit of a warning. Not warning. A heads up. Some of the people around this neighborhood, when they're actually paying attention, they kind of feel a little uncomfortable when people going through their mailbox and stuff. Especially these guys over here. This is a house for a mega corporation. I don't know how they feel about. You should probably leave them be. Just. Look, I don't think they'd appreciate just. Look, if there's someone there, that is up to you to deal with them, not me. I'm just here to give a heads up. That's all. Oh, there. Excuse me.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes? Oh, yeah.
Do you happen to have a moment?
Not really, but, what is it?
You see, I'm looking for something, and I have heard as in your possession.
Well, look, if whatever it is, like, I'm assuming this is some kind of business inquiry or whatnot,
Have you ever heard of the Proto-Blade?
there's actually a lot of things that are called proto-blades.
A
hold,
prototype.
look. That sounds like some kind of confidential thing. I'm a little concerned about, you approaching someone about something that sounds confidential. Are you sure you should just be coming up, walking into someone out in the public, asking about some kind of prototype thing that could be under NDA?
You do have a point. However, not many would find such use in such a wondrous weapon.
You'd be surprised as to how many people in the neighborhood get a little bit nosy and such. In fact, I actually got someone who lives on the same neighborhood as I do, on the same street as I do, that kind of like, if I have to check to see if he's actually around right now. I don't see him right now. But he tends to kind of like, listen in on conversations. There's a lot of people who do that here.
Alright then. Shall we move?
Alright.
way.
Yeah.
Here should be a good spot.
Yes, behind someone's property. I'm sure they'll be appreciating that shady talk is happening back here.
It's a bit common.
Uh,
So, the prototype Keyblade. Do you have it?
The problem with that is that, if I did have it, it's not something I should be hanging to just about anyone. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure people make assumptions based off of, see me do stuff like this. People have a little bit of assumptions, I guess. But well, I'd appreciate if people don't talk too much about the fact that I can, make a Keyblade appear and stuff like that. Okay, I understand there's some people who kind of feel uncomfortable with something like this moving around and such. Is there any reason why you're asking me about this?
Well, you see, our organization has been quite interested in locating the specific piece. You see, it is most useful for our operation.
Oh, well, hold on, organization stuff. So, okay, organization, that means it's business related. So the problem here is that, like, when you're trying to inquire me about some stuff regarding corporations or business or anything like that sort of thing, you have to kind of go through the local police, asking them to inspect this themselves. It's a bit of a deal that we have with my Adventures Guild and the local law enforcement. It's kind of required.
This is not really business, but more destiny, you could say.
I don't really know. Look, we've had some bad burns and stuff like that in the past couple of months and such. I really wouldn't know.
Oh no, I have seen. I have seen many.
Right. Sure. Okay. I'm just saying that an organization.
All I am asking is that you hand over the Proto-Blade calmly. That is all. And no, I'm not going to threaten anyone. That'd be stupid.
Uh-huh. Right. And just be warned that, like, there's a lot of places here that really wouldn't take too kindly to at least your choice of words there, especially the people back over here. People here, that this is actually the house of some important people in the foreign country and such. So just giving you just like heads up there.
Alright, cut with the cryptid crap, let me talk. Alright, listen up, kid. All we need is just a Keyblade. And then after that, we'll be out of your way. That's all.
Look, I'm not about to hand over this thing here. In fact, I don't even know how to hand it over.
No, not that. The one that the little Galactic Federation agent gave you.
Look, if you were to approach me with sort of a nicer terms, like, kind of just buttering me up or getting to know me, maybe I can help you out there, but look, there's a lot of things that go around the city. Sometimes, like, stuff that's like, out in the open, nice and friendly and stuff like that. Sometimes a little stuff under the table and whatnot. I understand there's a lot of parts to this world, specifically this city. But you're going about it the wrong way. Just letting you know. And I got a place to go to right now.
That's what's going on here.
In fact, that's one of my guild members right there. So, if you please, I kind of need to get to work and such. Like I said, I didn't really exactly have any free time.
Alright, fine. Well, good luck with your work, and make sure not to get caught in some sort of trap.
Yeah. Have a nice
Getting weird
day.
telemetry reads over here. What the hell's happening?
Just don't worry about it. Listen, all we need to worry about is me getting to the guild, because, gotta do my job or something like
Well,
that.
it's just there.
Well,
It's just the kid and the business guy talking about something.
I still need to stop by there anyway. I need to speak to Reginald at some point anyways. Thank you.
Mr. Knight, do you need anything from all
Thank
that?
What's that?
Getting lunch for everyone guild, but
Oh yeah, I need to...
it's more so for myself right now, but do you want anything? Anything at my home?
Sure, I guess. I mean, like, it's gonna be, it's a new looking lilac bot. Yes, I would appreciate that, Miss I. Your approach.
I am not a lilac bot.
Oh, you're not? You have the...
Well, we are a different unit. We are called Penny Royals, but you may call me Royal One.
Royal One. Oh, wait, you actually speak with... Okay. Hi, to what do I owe the, this visit?
I've come bringing a message.
Sure. What's up?
This is more of a private message It is from a message from Sachi.
Oh. Okay, yeah, sure. Hey,
Well, good luck with that.
thank
Also,
you.
what?
Thank you for stopping by. I think your dude's not here anymore, but I know there was like some timing and
Oh,
stuff,
no
like you missed approaching. I
Oh,
appreciate
yeah,
that.
no,
Um,
Yeah, I'm testing out my profiler right now. By the way,
yes.
I don't know if you have a Forensicov mounted in your spine, but it says you do, and it's leaking, so might want to get that looked at if you have.
People keep saying that I got something leaking out of me from time to time. Hey, so yeah, sure. I
might
guess.
want to talk to a doctor about that.
If you just follow me, was it you called yourself Royal One? Was it?
Yes, or you can call me whatever you prefer.
No. Listen, I prefer to be polite and such. Let us go around over here. Just follow me over here.
Yeah, you can't follow until you're older. Just look at your
I'll,
parents.
Can't drink, you can't put this one in display of good faith, I guess.
You can drive at like 16.
Howdy there. Howdy, hud.
Can't get no
Let's see, where do we go to? Let's go over in this direction here.
Very well.
Excuse me?
Lead the way.
Go for it.
Hey, officer.
Hey,
Do you know who
I
that
need this.
fake robot is?
Yeah,
need
they
this.
need to speak to me apparently.
I need this. I'm gonna go fix some stuff. You've given me ideas. I like you.
So you're acquainted or not?
I guess
We're
through.
acquainted via contact.
I see. Well, anyways, it's none of my business. Carry on.
And like a normal person, it reminds me of those like.
It's that guy's a bit of
I saw you have a conversation with a hooded man, so and they were asking who that man was, and not to make sure that you were not doing any illegal activity so you won't be arrested. I have brought up an assumption of saying that you were not doing drugs.
Yeah,
I'm going to ignore this individual. I'm not going to ignore this individual.
Maybe you should.
Hey, buddy,
Pepsi man, it's a fine.
In some private
Do
conversation.
you want me to crush this individual?
No.
Like
That's no. Listen. We don't need any more crushed cans around here, okay? It's fine. It's fine. Let's just keep going over this way. Just keep going this way. Just go a little further down the street. Okay. So what's going on? I guess. What was the message? Oh, hey, Corona. Hello.
I will provide the information that our user Sachi has given out as a pre-recorded message.
Okay, sure.
This is a pre-recorded message. I had picked up the scratch call from Inquisitor Lydia. Myself and a few others were already en route to meet up to the building of the Holy See to build better relations with them before the trial. But we picked up the call and we're on our way. If this message is received, I am in a state where I cannot be reached. For now, you are in Annie's care until my return. Please contact anyone from Purple Lotus to know more information.
Huh.
And I'm going to let you know what has happened.
Yeah, sure.
Because this is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Very well, here we go. December 20th, Father received a distress signal from Inquisitor Lydia as of the know. Upon their arrival on site, they were met with an immense force of unmatched power. It is clear now that the city had fallen into the influence of the fanatics. Another person logs show reference to being called Father by Flynn and other reports of a name Osiris had assisted in amassing this force. Flynn has been freed by them. While there were no deaths among our forces, the Griffin Knights that were assisting the escort were nearly wiped out. Only a handful survived by the assault. December 20th, a communication was sent by the Holy See to Spirit City's upper echelon, as well as all security firms for churches and the Purple Lotus. And this was, we are informed that Flynn and his zealots have officially declared war on Superior City and their associates. They command a sizable force of thousands of soldiers and constructs. The Holy See has sent force to assist against this. However, we must prepare defenses. This is what I will be speaking with head staff tonight about. Please be safe, and warn those who are vulnerable to holy magics of the coming danger. If you see any suspicious activity, please immediately inform me, C1, or Annie.
I see.
Flynn has escaped and is amassed a force.
Yeah, I'd imagine there'd be plenty of people waiting for him. Good grief. Alright, I will...
From our intel, the city that has been fallen. And our recent intel, another city has fallen. The city known as Celeste. 2 cities have already fallen.
Alright. Thank you for letting me know. I'm gonna have to talk to some people.
Right now, Sachi is indisposed.
Is he gonna?
We don't know. We don't know how his recovery is going to be.
That's what I was about to ask. Good grief. Who do I guess once I get all the ducks in order around here, who do I get in contact with then? Do I speak to
Annie?
Annie, gotcha. Okay. I haven't actually got a chance to speak to them directly since they helped me out. All right, thank you. Good grief! I thought we were almost done with that nonsense.
That's why Sachi went there to make sure. But as he went there, the escort was ambushed.
All right. When's a good time to get in contact with Annie? Anyways.
Anytime you need to.
Okay, gotcha. Is there? I guess. I don't think exactly have their contact information actually. Do you think it'd be?
I can provide it to you.
Oh yeah, I'd appreciate that. Otherwise I would have to kind of like figure out how to do a sort of like public. Let me get my phone out. Oh.
Put your phone on my hand.
There you go.
Transferring data. Very well.
All right, thank you. All right, I assume you probably have other things to be taken care of right now, or transporting.
What was that?
I assume you probably have some other places to be informing as well. So.
I do. We're gathering forces together, and that's why I've come to you. I don't know what you've been dealing with lately, but my task is to reach out to other associates of Sashi, for them to know that there'll be a time when you'll be on call.
I'd be down for that. Like whenever the time is, I will do what it can to just push everything aside to help out.
What I'm saying is he's gonna need allies. He's gonna need you might need a massive force of yourself. The people you trust.
God, kid, we're kind of in a bit of a important talk here.
What?
Yes. No. I will just keep it in vagaries. I get what you mean. And trust me, I will do what I can.
Very well.
We
right now we're planning to do things to help out the current city that we're at. Because if that falls, this may be its next target. Who knows? Or a target while being on its way to the actual city.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm letting you know.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna let you know they have stopped with the old ways. They're a new enemy.
I'd figured that would be the case after all this time. They'd be going for something different.
Matt.
All I'm going to say is trust the shadows more than the light. And that was a message from Annie.
Thank you. Well, that's something I do normally anyways, so, jeez.
I mean that literally.
Right. Is there anything that you guys need as of right now? Like maybe something I can provide or throw points some way. I can't promise I can do that right now.
For now, do a shirt for now, so I can go back to Annie. Your word.
Yeah. Say that I'll do whatever I can to help, not just Sachi, but also just help out this thing has been plaguing us for such a long time. And I'll do what I can to help out from this side.
Very well. I shall be leaving.
Take care and good luck. Don't linger around too much in the city past sundown unless you want to fight whatever is linger around.
I am leaving right now. There have been reports of all of the.
Okay.
Well, I've seen the reports. I am leaving.
I'm not used to seeing something that's associated with Sachi that looks like a robot that's has got some emotion to it. You're super duper wise. Okay. You ooze wiseness. Good grief. I'm gonna leave for just little tiny bits. A whole bunch of other stuff starts falling apart. Alright. What am I gonna do here? Who do I talk to about this? I need to speak to the officer. I need to take care of stuff now rather than later.
Yes, a perturbed individual. No, hold on. Don't eat the mouse. Don't eat the mouse. It's weird.
Why is there a mouse? I want to go after it.
Please don't go after the mouse.
No.
Hi there.
Had an interesting chat with Royal One, I imagined.
Yeah. Do you know?
He was very adamant.
Do you know that robot?
What was it? Growing out of.
I know of the Lotus robots, yeah.
Okay.
Plays with necklace a little.
Yeah.
You're giving off some kind of aura that just makes me feel something familiar. Did I come across you at some point before? I can't seem to remember you too well.
I don't think so.
Wait, is that a?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, are you from Lotus?
That's degrading too much.
My name is Ichi-Q. I'm a student of Sachi's. It's a pleasure.
Oh. Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you too.
Yeah.
I guess you probably had an idea as to what that thing was talking to me about, huh?
I wanted to eat it.
Rough estimate, yeah. Yeah.
I see.
Why? It's food.
I
eat mice.
A lot going on with the boss's situation, a lot of injured individuals, Yana's death. So much been going on over there.
Wait, Yana?
Hey, move past it. Hey, I see it. What the fuck you doing?
I don't like
I didn't get any word about this. How long ago was this?
Roughly a few weeks back, I think.
I think I did a few times.
Yeah, that's
definitely before, sometime before Christmas.
I have been mortal for 2 months.
You in this day, random idle person on the fucking roof.
Hey, do you have somewhere to go right now?
To learn how to climb things. It's called maybe parkour.
No. Why?
Or rock climbing or something like that.
Can you? I need to go to the city. Could you possibly follow me? I'll pay for the train ticket for you.
Yeah, I could.
I guess I just need to be away from a lot of people right now.
That means nothing. That means jack squat to me.
Sorry to interrupt.
I can do many things, thank you very much.
Reginald, are you?
It's nice.
Where are you going to be later on today? I need to talk to you. It's kind of important.
They're going in the sewers. They said the sewers were the rats.
Well, if you need to talk, I can talk right now.
I can't right now. I can't right now. No, I actually can't.
Take it when you're free. When you're free.
Later. It has to be later.
For now, I'm bored though.
Hey, look, a bird!
That thing
I'll see you later.
They just try to be
Sure, that's a
loud.
very interesting bird.
Beep.
I'm still. There's a mouse.
Either way,
Uh,
proper introduction.
Night vision goggles on.
Hello, my name is Kotsu.
Alright, here's your ticket.
Perhaps you should not turn around.
Other hand. There we go.
You know, but I'll do this thing that I
This
normally
one's
do.
a little
I'll
tender
walk
right now.
and then turn around.
Perfectly.
Oh man, there's nothing there.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, my condolences.
Oh, I didn't get to know her very well. I only came back in commission sometime after that had happened.
I see. Commission? Or...
My legs and
Oh,
eyes.
yeah.
That's my legs and eyes and blindness and all that.
Sorry, I'm just having trouble trying to find a nice, comfortable seating position around here. It's just, it gets a little weird sometimes here, you know.
Yeah. Oh,
but Reginald, I can tell you're here,
apparently
though.
not there.
Oh, hello, Mr. Nice. I'm trying to hide right now.
What, are you like banned from the train or something?
No, not really. I just assaulted the child by accident.
So Reginald, come on out here.
The cops may find me. I don't know how observant they are.
Look, I need to speak to you at some point anyways, so... And this...
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Considering how deep you're in with some things involving this and that. Also, how did you... Wait, hold on. How did you assault a child by accident?
I bopped him.
You bopped him.
But it saved my hand.
Mm.
My hand is made of metal. Of course I'm gonna fucking bop him when I sway my hand.
Alright, just... maybe we should move, scooch... you know what? No, it's fine. Just go ahead and just... Were you there when it happened, or any of it happens? Anything happened? Anything?
I've only so Yona's incident happened separate from a lot of the stuff that happened with the other staff members, but just everything started happening all at once, all kinds of different things, and
that's
just pay me $20.
Kind of how that works, I guess.
I guess the only thing I've really heard is from word of here. On Yana, I heard her soul got shattered.
Your belly under me.
Shattered.
Her soul was.
Alright, $20.
That's a very specific. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about the soul stuff too.
Assaulting people is not a good idea. Therefore, I should give you $10.
But otherwise, with the others, I don't know how much I can really even say, but there's a lot of...
And for that, I will take
you probably heard what the Royal said. Royal One. There's a lot of chaos going on right now, and...
What's Saphir City looking like right now?
I'd say a calm before a storm, honestly. Yeah, it's
a cut ahead, right?
There's just a lot that's overall going on there that I feel like it's going to get worse somehow.
I thought things were almost done. I really thought it was going to be just done.
I see.
Do you... I hope you'll know that I'm gonna do whatever I can to help out Sachi, and like, if there's anything I know I can possibly do to help Sachi just get better and such, I'm definitely gonna do what I can.
Teacher, I'm just hoping that they're going to be fine. I'm going to do my part, and I'm going to get stronger so that I can, whenever if things hit the fan, that I can be there and protect what I care about. That's my current goal. Is that, and to help out at the Lotus as much as I can.
What's
yeah?
What's the current mood in Purple Lotus?
With everything going on, a lot of the staff members obviously are tense. I don't want to say too much, but there's been a little bit of arguments in small matters, and overall, just it's rough, I'll say.
And if I had time, I'd be even willing to say, hey, I'm willing to help out as a staff member or something like that, but I got enough to be taken care of over here.
Yeah. Any help that you can, you don't have to be a staff member, but any help you can give is appreciated, no matter what it is. So, and that's not me asking you of anything, or just saying that if you ever wish to assist, that whatever you do will be appreciated. And I'm sure Teacher Sachi would be appreciative as well. He definitely seems like a very, very caring individual that doesn't want to see his family get hurt. And yeah, so we got to make sure that reduce whatever is going to happen in the future, to reduce whatever damage could, as much as possible. It could be done as much as possible.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. Just call cops or the firefighters, whoever's around.
God, I didn't realize it was that time of day.
Listen, I don't want to be held accountable for having to pay for this.
It's pretty orange today.
Yeah. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's been snow in this area, but it hasn't been sticking. Something's not letting the snow stick around here, and I think it might be affecting the. There must be something in the air or something. I don't know, but it's making things look a little orangey, I guess.
It seems like you're having a little bit more of a warm winter than usual, I imagine.
I don't know. It still feels cold, but I see the snow out in the forest. I see snow just fine in the forest. It's just not in the area around here. It's weird.
Who knows? Maybe it'll stick eventually.
Bing bong, bing bing. Now arriving at downtown Orlando Saka. Bing bong.
Please. Someone call the fire.
Let's stop right there. You guys okay over there?
Y'all have firefighters in this town? No.
These two are stuck,
I'll let the people know to get the door open when I step out of here.
No, don't leave me. Don't leave us in here.
No, I'm not leaving you guys in. No, I'll go out there and tell the person who's keep watch on us to,
Oh,
You're fine. You're fine. You just got to do. Look. It's a lot darker here than I.
This is the city.
Yeah, it almost feels like whoever's in control of that sun, moving that sun around, may have made a little bit of a mistake. Moving stuff around. It's a little dark around here. Good grief. That actually means trouble for me.
Anything
Whenever
good?
I
Forms detected. Initiating scan.
yes, life forms in a busy city is.
Subject not detected.
I'm night blind, so once that sun goes down a little further, it's gonna be a little bit rough for me.
I don't know.
You don't hear me? Hold on one moment. One moment. Let's see. Oh my God, are we doing this again? Are we doing this again? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear
Okay.
you.
Out of character, that's a bug. I don't know. It only affects me. I'm the only one that's affected by it. Anyways, back in character. Yeah. It's almost like whoever's in control of that sun is just like kind of being cheeky and just like putting this entire area in shadow, which is a bit of a problem for me because I'm kind of night blind. So
I see.
So once that sun goes down even further, it's gonna be a little bit rough. However, I see something I need to take care of right now. That's up there up there. Are you able to see that up there? That scroll? Oh, well.
Cool.
Never mind. I'll take care of that. Wait, I never got your name.
Oh, I gave it during the introduction. Ichi is my first name, Q is the last.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I guess hearing what you just said kind of affected me a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to speak to the officer at some point. Oh boy, this is gonna be a rough one. Hey, right, Rain.
Hey, Kirby.
Just I guess this is the place that I come to. I guess do my actual business. I guess, and whenever I'm not doing any random side jobs, it's an adventuring guild.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I run the place. I'm the guild master. I try to do what I can to look out for everyone, but sometimes we just get some people sending some stuff in that's a little questionable. Give me a second here. I need to climb up this real quick. Oh, you got it? Yeah, thank you. All right, let's climb down. Could you just take care of that for me, if you can?
Yeah, if I can.
Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with seeing those kind of things, but we have our own problem.
Specific spot.
Wait, hold on. I've been saying that you're saying stuff like can you see that? But you just said a little while ago something about your eyes.
Yeah, I'm blind.
Sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine. I have a form of sight, but...
Okay.
You're gonna ask how I could get around?
Yeah.
I have a type of heat vision.
Gotcha. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see that then.
Is anyone in the cave right now?
Reginald ran in.
No,
he might have left. I wasn't paying attention.
Thank you for giving me that extra information. I appreciate that.
There should be enough plates for all this. It's beef stew. I'll leave you on the table.
I wish we were done with this. I really wish we were done with all this. It's just
Oh, there, sir.
this city, dealing with that nonsense. It's been too long. It's been too long. Everyone's worn out.
No, I might need a refresher on your name.
Is this still the guild area and not an actual cafe?
It's the guild.
You should really take care of that sign. It is very confusing.
But yeah, it's no problem. I simply heard about this place I wanted to visit, and we happened to run into each other.
Yeah. It's
It was interesting seeing a royal showing up.
Yeah, I've actually never seen it. I feel bad for confusing for a lilac bot. It's just, I see a robot and it's purple and I just assume things there, I guess. I normally don't do this sort of thing, but
I think there's a few types of them, from what I understand.
yeah, I'd imagine so. I'd imagine so.
You just have a special finger.
Are they doing all? You doing all right there?
Question also, I guess, as a reminder.
Yeah, no.
There's had a headache.
Anyway. So what was the reason we were coming here?
Actually noticed anything specified.
It was for me to check on some things, actually. It was since I assumed you had nothing else to do. We could just simply just talk and such along the way.
Okay.
What? Oh, I should probably give you a warning though. Here or even back over where we were.
Do other jobs as well.
When the sun starts going down, things get a little bit dangerous sometimes. Like things get, there's plenty of people who can take care of problems, but it's just been getting harder and harder for people to take care of the problems that pop up.
I think I'm able to handle it.
Okay. Well, it's just in case you were just wanting to, like, I don't know, get yourself some kind of latte at a nearby bakery, cafe thing, and
I need to head out for the night. I need to go check on some packages I'm waiting on.
I'm sorry. I took you out. It's like so far out here. Like I said,
It's fine.
If you're okay with it,
I don't mind.
Good.
I don't mind chatting and whatnot.
Yeah. How comfortable do you feel about talking about, or at least being in the presence of the conversation about Church in the Hill?
That's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
I can.
Yeah, I need to talk to someone about what just happened a little while ago with Royal. Yes, Masai.
Well, if I'm not bothering you at all,
what's the matter?
Beef stew's on the table, and if you can, are you free today to do anything at all?
Unfortunately, I can't say I'm free at the moment. I need to talk to. Well, I mean, I could talk to them at some other time, but like it would be best if I talk to them as soon as possible. Talk to someone of the police force.
Of course.
I can see if I can stop by if it's not too late.
Of course. Mr. Cadesa's inside, if you can.
What was
something?
What was her name? Again?
Cadesa.
Cadesa. Okay.
Regardless, I'll leave you to do your business.
Yeah. Sorry, I just. Hopefully, this doesn't take too long.
You take care then.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not really an important figure in the grand scheme of things, but I just happen to know the right. Okay. As I was saying, I kind of happen to know certain people and whatnot, and at this point, I might as well share some of this information I've got.
Lesson number 1: connections are very important.
Yeah. Officer?
Yes.
Can I speak to you, or is it best if I just speak with the at the police station? I just have some information that probably would be best to be like passed on sooner than later.
Well, I would most certainly, nor under normal circumstances, I would tell you to go to the station, but let's hear it.
Okay. It's probably best to be doing something a little bit more private, just to not give people the wrong impression when they're missing context.
Found him.
Yeah.
And we're losing him.
Lead the way then.
Lovely.
It's over here.
Oh, Kirby?
Oh, yes?
After you're done, Mars needs to have a word with you.
Oh! Yeah, sure. When I got a moment, yeah.
Yeah, but police stuff is more important right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many people do I need to talk to today? How many people do I need to talk to today?
Busy man, eh?
Okay.
That's what happens when you have a lot of connections.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's a good point there. Connections, huh? I just simply just walk around and just say hi to people. Alright. So, I know you and I, we've talked about something in regards to stuff in front of Church in the Hill in the past.
Yep.
I just been given word that someone that was, I guess, important to the branch of the I guess the how do I call them, the derelict branch? No, that's not it. The troublemakers within that group, the leader, because
Yes.
it's not the entire church. It was simply just a group following one person. However, this person somehow managed to get loose, and he's been hurting people. He's managed to amass enough of his, I guess, his random followers to do some bad things to some cities out there. Celeste and some other places. And they're supposedly they're using some different things as well. So it's not going to be the same stuff that we've been seeing for some time here. So I don't know what it is. Maybe if I like speak to some others who've been affected by this, perhaps they can tell me. But
If you want more information, I would suggest talking with Annie at some points.
Yeah, I'll
Do you
do
remember
that.
who Annie is?
Yeah, I remember.
Annie's currently running the shows over at the Purple Lotus.
Yeah, I remember who they are. They were one of the people who helped me helped me in a very bad time. But yeah, just there might be potential rumblings and kind of a little bit more rougher things coming up in the near future. I know.
Where did you hear that info? Is it from this person?
No, it wasn't. It's someone who, I guess it's like someone who works under or closely with, I guess someone who's part of a, what was it? What's the group that it's called? The committee?
You're talking about the people that are heads of the city.
Yeah.
The council, I guess. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. Just people kind of basically run Saphira City.
Oh, okay.
So I guess it's kind of high up their information, but I'm just passing this along. I got a lot of things to do. I have a lot of things to be talking to, a lot of people to talk to, a lot of things to take care of. And I kind of figured it might be best to just simply give you a heads up instead of me walking all the way to the HQ of yours.
Yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I'll pass along the intel.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea if it's gonna perhaps happen here as well?
We don't know yet.
Mine is.
You know what?
It seemed very terroristic, so they could eventually come to the location.
Let's keep things a little bit vague. This chicken walker thing has been following me for some time now. I thought there was a child, but
chicken walker.
Sorry. I'm not familiar with this is, but
isn't that technically stalking?
Just a bit. I can't tell if it's the same one or a different one, but I'm a little concerned at this point.
We could always just ditch it and run.
Hold on. Let me try something here. Hey, little one. We're kind of in a bit of an important talk here. Can you give us some privacy, please? Just a little privacy. Just move over there. Okay. Let's move over there then.
Seeing you attempt to talk with it was very amusing, to say the least.
Look, I'm usually a little bit better about that, but sometimes there's some creatures, some animals that just, some beings that just don't want to cooperate. Or they just don't understand. There's that too. I have to understand. I have to keep it in mind that we got plenty of creatures around here who don't. I just can't understand. So, do you have any quick questions for me? I guess I don't know if there's anything to be answered, but
still have trouble wrapping my head around it. So the splinter group split off from the main church, and then a single person split off from the splinter group that split off from the main church?
No. Let's see if I can figure out how to explain this. So, Church on the Hill itself, they're not the bad ones. It was just simply someone who was kind of running things. Who was the bad one, was kind of making things, I guess, making them look bad. He was taken into custody, but I guess after he was handed over to the I guess the Vatican and such, something happened. Something happened. People got hurt, and now he's amassing more of his zealots and such. I don't know if he's going to be grabbing some of the people that's been associated to the ones that have been attacking us here before, but
Something happened. What exactly happened?
no,
What the hell is this?
it's a half cat. You haven't seen them yet?
No. First time I've seen one.
Oh. Wow, you really are new to this place, are you?
I was born and raised in a very remote small town. This is very otherworldly.
Yeah, I guess that's a way of putting that. It's. I wish I could give more better information about that. I really haven't really delved deep into this whole business with them. I know there's very specific details because there's at some point there was this one part of the church that's not really part of the Church on the Hill. It was just simply they're another branch of something else. I think when I went to go to the here, and they referred to them as like the Shield or something like that. Like rather, they're a shield, this kind of thing. So they're kind of like different branches of different things. And I think the Church on the Hill is like, I don't know, either looking for information or kind of taking care of things.
Okay.
So. Although I'm sure your station, your department happens to know about that sort of stuff. If you happen to ask them for,
they do.
Yeah, I figured as much. Is there anything else?
No, I was just trying to comprehend a little more. But thank you for that.
Yeah. All right. If that's all, I gotta speak to some other people.
Go right ahead then.
Yeah. Yeah.
See you around.
Interesting.
Take care.
See ya.
Yeah, it's just
interesting seeing how busy you've been.
Yeah, that's how it kind of gets from. Okay, I want to say from time to time, but like basically at least once a week it gets like this for me. Just I'm running around and just hey, there's someone for me to talk to. Hey, there's someone for me to talk to.
It's like doing weekly chores in a way.
You know what? I suppose there's a way of putting that. That's a way of putting that.
Hey, at least it's not every day.
Oh, good grief. Did we really spend that much? Well, I guess time's flying. Time's really flying. Okay, so I need to talk to some people over there, but I got to speak to someone over there. I'm sorry, I'm doing a terrible job of showing you around here.
Hey, I'm getting to see the city, so I don't mind.
And I feel bad because like there was some other people like someone that I haven't seen for a long time just came back. Someone else I think I might have seen them before. Some other time also just showed up, and I just stuff. It's so dark in here. Yeah, I need to fix the lighting in here at some point. It's we had an incident here. Oh my god, I can't see in here. Okay, I see lights over there. I'm gonna just walk in that direction. I think I'm between the chairs.
Yeah, you are.
There, the one in the blue hoodie.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, hello. Okay, I can see you guys just fine. But
So, Big Cotton, they're trying to join the guild.
okay, well, hey, what's your name?
Cotton.
Cotton. Well, it's nice to meet you, Cotton. Did you fill out the paperwork and such?
Filling it out right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take a look at that stuff a little bit later. I gotta just check on a bunch of things. There's a bunch of people I need to be talking to and such. But
all right.
I hope you enjoy yourself here.
I'll try.
I'm sorry you had to see this, the guild in this. Yeah, sorry to both of you. I'm sorry you guys had to see this place in this sort of state, I guess. It's.
I'm guessing something happens.
Yeah.
The sad part
yeah.
is it doesn't look that different from how it used to.
Yeah.
I think
hey there.
yeah. Here a few months ago.
Mars wanted to talk to you, remember?
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to go in order. Someone else wanted to talk to me as well. But I don't see Kudetsu in here. So I guess I can go speak to Mars. So.
On, man.
Oh, you already asked him? I was gonna get 3 grapes if I asked him.
Hello?
Just so you asked, anyways.
Okay.
Mars told them to ask you.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll see them outside. Miss Q. I'm sorry. Like, if you got somewhere else better to go, like, go right ahead. Like, I don't really have,
What if there was an interest in joining the guild at some point?
I don't know if you want to. Actually, out of character, can you hear me? Okay, just make sure, because that door always does that too. What was the question again?
If I had an interest in joining the guild, what would that take?
Just simply answer like just a couple of questions just to see like what's type of stuff you like to do, and just fill out a little paper.
Should I just go in there, and then?
I mean,
talk to them, or?
You can talk to them, or you could also just kind of wait. If I can manage to get through some of these people, I can just help you out with that. But you just could talk to them, and they'll help you out.
Okay.
Specifically, you can speak to the fairy there, Bright Rain.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Oogie.
Hey.
I got a lot of things to be doing. It's nighttime. I've been constantly doing stuff. I got some more people I need to talk to. In fact, I need to see Kodessa. I need to see Mars. Oh, hi, it's a half cat. Hi, hello. Hey! What was that for?
What about it? Go on.
The water on the pants begins to dry off.
I know you need to be quiet.
There you go. It's drying.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that.
It's useful having a being that can do stuff like this around.
Yeah, I suppose. All right, but like I said, I need to go. Have you seen where Mars is at, Oogie?
Oh, that way.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Here, folks.
I mean,
It's been pretty good.
I feel like I haven't seen you in a
Catch up with
while
you in a
either.
bit, Kirby.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I've ever gotten a card
yes,
reading from
usually
you.
you have a cat on your head.
Happy New Year's,
I
man.
talk to people.
I stay
Hey,
alone.
I've got a moment now.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
If you
I
need to
need
go
to
some,
talk to someone. You stay here and talk to him. I'll give you 5 more grapes.
Hello, sir. Nice jacket.
thank you. I guess we go over this way. Hey, thank you for the follow there. Fan, thank you.
Just calm them down.
What's I hope this is not a problematic thing.
No, I just need you to stop the watches around Nam. We need to get her out.
Stop the watches?
It's dangerous for her to be here. Very dangerous. I'm pretty sure you were heard of the incident of the child getting hurt in my world. We found out the reason why it happened, and we can't stop it right now. We're trying to get everyone out of where they are right now, and Nam is here. If she gets changed, this entire place will get devoured.
So basically, you could say this place is maybe a potential bad influence for Nam at the moment?
Yes, well, it's bad for her being here. We're dealing with a group of hackers right now. Me and my kid have already been affected by it. All I can do is these amulets help out, just holding an amulet. But that's only with the corruption. It's only for data. The only other thing we can do is bring them to a friend of ours' dimension. That's why I'm trying to get her out, but I'd rather do it in a legal setting and not illegal.
What is this illegal thing transpire with? I mean, you can't simply just have Nam just, I don't know, walk out, take a taxi out or something?
She'll eat the taxi or destroy the taxi. Everything she sees, she wants to eat it, so I'm trying to not have that happen.
Okay.
That's why I came here. Well, not really physically, but that's why I came here.
I'm not sure how I can help with getting them out. What about?
I just assumed you'd be able to, from what I've heard around.
I mean, like, we could try doing something weird, like, okay, can she eat her way outside of a box? I guess
she can eat a lot of things, but if she's inside of it, I don't think she can eat it.
So what if just opening up the door to the back of a truck? Oh, even still, that looks kind of sketchy.
That is very kidnap-ish.
Yeah, it is.
I'm also just concerned for the person who lives with her.
Right.
The one who she bought the house for. Even though she stole my money to do so. Yeah, we've been trying to get a lot of us into safety lately.
Well, some potential suggestions I have is basically seeing if maybe looking into some kind of portal technology, if that can kind of work. I don't know if if there's any security. That's a good chance. It's probably
jammers work on us. We're coding after all. It stops us from moving place to place. They also kind of hurt, but don't ask why I know.
So, I guess
Sorry.
It's fine. And it's even troublesome just to simply just tell her that you gotta be moved.
Well, she can't leave the house. creation put something on the door, so she can't leave. Unless someone of higher up gives her permission to leave, she can. But I can't, because I don't live here.
What if I open the door? What if I try to open the door?
You might be able to. That's why I was asking you, because a lot of people look up to you, so you seem to be a higher up.
I'm not a higher up. I just happen to know how to. I just
You
happen to
own
know
in a
people.
guild.
We're barely scraping by.
Well, that's still a higher up. I'm about to fucking punch the voice in my goddamn head.
I guess I do have ways of just, even if the thing is kind of locked, I do have other ways of opening things if need be. But then what after that?
That'd be helpful. I'll just be bringing her out. Oh, I'll just poof. I'm not really the original version of myself. I'm a clone after all.
Okay.
My original form is stuck in my house.
All right. Shoot. I guess we can try doing that in just a little bit then. I do need to speak to someone
All
else.
right. Yeah, you do your speeches. I'm gonna go give the child grapes. I called them a grape and they got insulted, and now they're obsessed with grapes.
Have you bought them grapes?
I had to apologize for calling them a grape. Pulls grapes out from her phone.
Did you give them the grapes?
I've given them multiple grapes. That's how I'm stalling them, is bribing them with grapes.
What about giving them grape juice?
They're an automaton.
Oh. Well, okay, actually, no. Listen.
They're kind of like me in a sense.
Oh, okay. All right. I wasn't aware of what automaton. Like, I know some automatons can, they appreciate, some oils and stuff like that. But
they're an automaton with a soul in them. From what I've seen.
Huh.
What is that?
Maybe you can see what happens with the It's a half cat. Haven't seen
Okay then, your neighborhood is really weird.
Neighborhood? I don't live in this place.
But I've seen weird.
Live over there.
Well, your town. Oh. I don't think I should stay here. Hurry up with your chat. There's an individual here who I'm not fond of.
All right, I'll quickly do
I'm
my
gonna
stuff.
go give the child her grapes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey. How you doing?
Doing good. There's new people here that are asking if there's hotels in the area.
Oh yeah, there's hotels. You could probably see most of the hotels like down in that area over there. It's you can just you'll be fine to stay there and stuff like that. And also they also have plenty. I actually have plenty of hotels there for people who've been kind of like sent here from another world kind of thing. They help situate those people as well. So I'm good with that.
I will let them know. Thank you.
Yeah. Just keep in mind that it might the area there might look a little bit weird. You might need to fill in the blanks with your head and such.
I see. Okay.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Let's see, where's... Oh, there you are. So, you need to speak to me?
What's up?
I don't like that.
I'm not sure. Did I? No, I think I was asking you if you needed help with the guy who you thought was peddling drugs.
Well, he wasn't peddling drugs.
You said he was.
No, that wasn't the case. No. Someone else was saying something.
I remember it now.
Flower in there too.
Yeah, I remember it now. Because I was testing my profiler and it says you have a malfunctioning Kerenzikov.
It's... Wait, say it again?
Kerenzikov?
I'm going to be.
Not familiar with that.
It's scary. What are you?
It's
What are you doing over here?
Find another place.
very situational bit of kid I've heard.
I'm joking,
Never
so I can see
actually
what they're
seen
saying.
one in use.
Let's see.
Something about slowing down time.
Oh dear.
Oh. Well, in reality, all it does is dump obscene amounts of adrenaline into your system.
Okay,
Which,
gotcha. Okay. So from their point of view, at least it's gonna feel like they're slowing down time.
stuff slower, yeah.
Detected. Initiating scan.
I don't know what's up with that.
You receive a corrupted data file.
I don't know what this thing is about. This thing
Let me
is
just.
I'm sorry. Did you hear something?
in any case,
Well, at the very least, he's not going to remember any of this, so.
since if you didn't have anything, then I need to go look for the next person that needed to speak to me, or I need to speak to.
So, to a certain extent, I do. A few weeks ago, we've been trying to help. Been trying to help someone out, right? Just someone we all know.
Oh no.
Miss Odo Eisenfeld, right? Works for your guild.
Yeah.
We've been. I don't know how to say this, but I think her stalker got a warrant.
Her stalker got what?
A warrant for her arrest.
Wait, she was actually being stalked?
Yeah, that's understandable.
Okay, so this is a stupid, convoluted story, but we'll get into it. So, you know how up north there's that area that gets stupidly cold just year round? Minist, all those places?
Yeah. Yeah, you mean just as cold as it's supposed to be right now?
No, probably.
Right. Yeah. Oh god, it has been strangely okay being down here. I mean, granted, I don't like the idea that if the sea level rises an inch, we'll all drown, but you know.
I think the medical force can take care of that.
Oh, that's
At least for us. Anyways, as you're saying.
Yeah. So, previous guildmaster took a liking to her. I don't know if it's romantic or what, but he got stupidly attached to her. And the guy's a fucking weird person. He's got these like weird featureless red eyes. His hair is super white. He's got these like two super thick, like floppy things that almost looks like a cat or something. Something's fucky with him.
Right.
I'm sorry, I rambled.
That's fine.
Anyway, so he's a decently rich person, so there's no way to just tell him to fuck off. Because, of course.
Yeah.
Ignore them. It'll go away. You're right now looking at it.
Why would I do that in the sun?
My cat was biting the cable.
Your cat?
So, the problem is, right?
Mhm.
Recently, Minneapolis and Bowl was hit by these weird fucking jet thingies. And I've seen them here too, but they don't seem too interested right now.
Yeah.
So she fled south. She's here now.
I thought you got that fixed though.
And now, for some reason, we've been getting, like, she's been claiming people have been following her. I put a debugger on her. That took a bit. And people have been trying to fucking break into her, neural jacks or whatever. It's a weird and honestly kind of disturbing amount of effort put into retrieving one person. Especially because she's a nice person, but she's not exactly a high-value target, you know? This isn't a president. This is the kind of stuff that you would expect to be done for kidnapping a senator or something. And I've been trying to kind of help deal with that. Our organization is based around Connecting America, kind of similar to your guild, but with a bit more of an emphasis on, I guess you could say,
And
we don't fight as many things.
I prefer
Problem is,
we don't
I've only
fight
really-
things, but
Well, yeah, but like we don't even try.
Yes, just ignore it.
It's first and foremost a career service, basically.
Gotcha.
So problem is, I got 5 people to help me deal with it, right?
Listen, just ignore it. Don't look at it.
I have
don't
not
do
seen 4 of
anything,
them
and it'll go
for like
away.
a month.
Ugh.
I do not know where they went, and I don't know how much you realistically can do. But if you know anyone who has like a revolutionary spirit or whatever,
I know that's white and has
Revolutionary
or not
spirits?
okay, that makes it sound like we're a terrorist group now.
All right, sorry. All good now.
If you know anyone who is interested in helping people rebuild and maybe also trying to fight a stalker,
So it's a pretty nice room that can look out of area, so
shoot them our address.
Yeah. If I do have something like that, I don't know if I really have any. If I know anyone like that, especially with how things have been as of late around here.
Yeah, I might just straight up need to hire you all for something, because honestly, I'm not too proud to beg. And my husband and I, we're not strong enough to deal with this ourselves. I mean, we're strong enough to like keep her secure, but it's going to just be that.
Yeah.
And I want to potentially in the future find a more permanent method of dealing with this.
Better dealing with the problem than having to continuously deal with it.
Also, she has to live in our like lower floor of our house, and that is starting to wear on my nerves.
Natalie, nice to meet you.
Alright.
I wanted to get the crisis housing thing built, but until this is dealt with, it's all backlogged.
Yeah.
I'll try to keep an eye to send something out for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Hand you a bundle of grapes. Here you go, kid.
Also, for the love of fuck, don't follow those weird plane
I
things.
just kept saying dad and not
I have no desire to do that.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna leave. Look, other people can go and inspect that. That's. I don't care for that myself.
You're on the
Fair enough.
Fan of doctors.
But
Mr. Knight.
yes.
Oh.
I got
Looks
more
like you
things.
got an appointment. I'll leave you to it.
Yeah. What's up?
Good luck, Jackman.
Okay.
It runs in the family, apparently.
You go and go first if you need to talk to him.
Because I can't unlock it.
No, well, I was catching back up with them after I was doing some business.
Okay.
As far as
I believe Taito wanted to talk to you again. She recently came back ever since the.
I feel like I'm babysitting.
Yeah, I've noticed I haven't seen you for a while.
I'm sorry for blaming you for my trauma.
Have you tried food?
Oh, you don't have to say sorry.
Told you that means answer. Well, I knew
I'm
it
gonna
would
get
be.
popcorn.
It's still not a good thing on my part to do, to blame someone for something that they couldn't control. So I still have to apologize.
Thank you for the feeling there. I just it's fine. It's fine.
Around over here.
Some can. It depends on if they're. Well, some pies are well made.
I do hope you don't mind if I wander around again.
Wander around? Like, you mean inside there or out here?
I didn't eat them. I didn't chomp them or anything.
Pies don't crunch.
If I wanted to.
What's it a Tramatron?
I don't.
Who wouldn't want a mouse that big to suck
I don't know.
Look, yes, it's totally fine to be wandering around. You don't have to ask me. It's completely fine. It's completely fine.
He's just a citizen of the city. What?
You're gonna see a bright smile, like a little childlike smile on her face, which is really rare for you to see.
Anybody have Pokeballs?
No, I don't know.
Glad to see you're doing better, at
Something that
least.
They can do themselves, I guess.
I'm not scared as much as I used to be anymore.
Are you getting a headache? You need medication?
It's
in boxes?
I think it's the trauma was really based off probable memories of my parents dying in front of me. So It's no one's fault, really.
Hey, just do whatever you can to try to look out for yourself, okay? Just to keep yourself.
I mean,
Oh, the fur. Yeah.
I have this.
Yes, I'm aware that you do have that. I'm just saying that just do what you can to. Listen, I don't mean just physically. I mean also just like,
Disappears in the air.
I mean just also just like for yourself. Your like up here, or over here. You know?
I'm not a child. I'm 17.
That doesn't change it. That doesn't change what I'm saying here.
Probably. I think we're all.
But you're talking to me like I'm a 10-year-old.
She
talks
to everyone like
I'm definitely going there one day.
That's kind of discriminating.
If I actually die.
It's just the way he is.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sometimes I have difficulty with words. We all have our quirks.
So, like a protagonist from an anime.
Oh, it's
what?
the wizard again. Hello.
Don't say it.
Why are you going back to that?
Say hi to if you want.
Because you know who read me manga that he reminds me of protagonist, and you can't tell me he doesn't look like a protagonist.
I need to go speak to someone else around here. Is there anything else you guys need?
No, I'm sure you're very busy, Mr. Knight.
It's not all the time. Not all the time.
Mr. Knight, got it.
Protagonist,
Nice to meet you, Mr. Knight. I'm Natalie.
Hi. Yeah, Kirby Knight.
You're
Yes.
up at the hotel earlier, so I was thanking you for that.
Yeah. No problem.
This one got sprayed on by a seal, so I had to dry her up.
I'm sorry.
It's the middle of winter, so.
Go sit and relax.
Sorry. You're fine.
She's fine, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's fine.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
But yeah, I was like, we were trying to figure out where to go for the hotel, so it was just like, where? Oh, where? So then we
it's right around over there. It's right around over there. Well, I mean, there's plenty of hotels all over the place, but the one that you want to go to, nicer ones over there.
Yeah, went and got a room, so had to like I said, I had to get her good. Anyway, thank you very much.
You're welcome. I mean, I'm just.
It's helpful, so thank you. Take the compliment, even though you're really tall.
Sure. I mean, I don't know what my tallness would get in the way for that, but.
I don't know either. I'm just saying random crap now, so it works.
So.
So is I think of the Iron Maiden true.
Yeah, just stay away from alleyways. If you're in a group, you should be fine. But
because you had two right here, so
yeah, just make sure to stay away from alleyways. As long as you're like out here in these kind of settings, you go into your rooms, you're perfectly fine. It's just that
okay.
It's just that like if you go,
I want to be busting down the door at the middle of the night. So.
Oh yeah, no, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen.
Okay.
There's typically, not to mention, there's a lot of sort of there's a lot of things in place in many businesses that kind of help like eject people out of places. So that might be a
So you're the mayor of this town, or?
No. Why is so many people saying that?
Town?
So many people saying something like that.
Well, okay. I'm only. Well, I'll give you my reason then. It's because you know a lot about the town. You might just be, just somebody knows a lot about the town. But a lot of the times, if you love the town a lot, you could be put as a mayor or otherwise. So there's your logic.
I get that, but I'm not the mayor or anything like that. It's just I just happen to know a lot of people around here.
Very, very nice. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, so I've seen people trying to
I got something I need to talk to you right now.
Your name, yeah.
Yeah.
Have fun.
So what was your name?
Natalie.
Natalie, and your name?
Oh my goodness.
I'm
what was that again?
I'm actually pretty bad with sign language.
I can try to translate. Can you say that once more?
Yeah.
try, quote unquote.
Comedy nose and glasses.
You're gonna get killed. Tell them to go back to your house.
Trying to think. Sapphire. That they said Sapphire.
Sapphire. Oh, that's a nice name. Sorry, I normally have subtitles on, but like that thing's been broken for me for some time now, and I haven't had the time to get that thing working again.
Business.
God damn it. Anyway, anyway, you were going to be talking to somebody, so don't let me keep you for too long. Is that them behind you, or?
No, they should be. I see them already. Yeah. It's nice to meet you too.
Oh, okay.
Take care.
Have fun. See you another time then.
You were quite popular.
And there we go.
I don't know if that's really the right word to go for.
Guardian, Fountain Guard. Oh. Hello, Mr. Knight.
Hi. Fountain Guardian. Okay. Can I talk to you for a bit? Some bit of a real talk here.
Ah. Okay. Anyway, then I should put down the act then.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to speak to them about something kind of important.
Yeah.
So sorry. If I see you again,
all I wanted to say to you is that I got the guild crystal.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the thing will just kind of make a little, will light up, vibrate a little bit if we have a message for you, and as long as you hold up to any kind of, oh wait, how the heck would you read that? Are you able to read near field communication messages? Or the things that are encrypted by near field communication stuff?
To read what? I'm confused.
Are you able to read text files through near field communication?
You're asking her if she can test.
I have no idea.
Okay. Are you able to? Okay, how this?
I'm guessing you've never had a blind member before.
No, we do have kind of a blind member already. We just have something special for them to be able to. They just kind of use something that kind of reads it out to them. Well, actually, I don't. What do we have set up for Miss Exiled?
She uses the Force.
Right. Yeah. Somehow she's able to just read the messages. I don't know how she translates them from data into.
No, she literally uses the Force. She quite literally uses a weird space magic thingy to be aware of her surroundings.
I know what that is. I just
unless somehow it can be moved over into my computer, then maybe.
How about this?
If it can
do you have a USB port?
Wait, you have.
Don't mind me. I'm just looking around.
You don't know what near field communication is.
I have
people to see.
I have a computer in my noggin.
Are you able to transfer data wirelessly?
I can do that, man.
Yes, there you go. Hold the crystal up to it when it's like vibrating, and hopefully the thing will interface. If it doesn't interface, go find any vid screen that reads out loud.
The
implant in my brain is a computer, so it should be able to.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Now we got it. Anyway, thank you for letting me know about that.
Yeah.
And then it also can give me information regarding like jobs and things like that. Okay.
Yeah. What is going on over there?
The car crashed 3 weeks ago.
I relate to
A winter lion simply swimming in the air where the fountain should be.
He means swimming in the sediments of Sable Fountain.
Leftover water.
Don't question it. I've become accustomed to this already.
Gotcha. It's a bit of a problematic.
You should be accustomed to this after. I'm starting to get used to this after one day. It should be hard to surprise you.
Anyway, if you need anything, just I'll be around. Otherwise, I guess you can contact me with this crystal. So
yeah.
Later.
I might be around a little bit later, but all right. So where's a good spot to be talking? We need somewhere that we can stop getting people popping up.
Oh god, there's more of them.
We didn't hear a thing.
I mean, you could really just upgrade to flip phones, you know. Things are rather cheap on the market these days.
I don't know who's around you. That's the problem.
Incomplete.
You know what? Let's go.
Hang
I know.
on.
No. I know where to go. Come on. Come on. Sir Reginald. Sir Reginald. No, I know where to go. I know a place that we can keep a good eye out, and we know people are going to be very quiet.
Fair enough. So, have you seen that robot around at all?
Which robot?
First time seeing it.
Keep in mind when someone
weird
says
floating up thing.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that thing around. I don't know what the thing's looking for, but the thing keeps
I mean,
scanning.
it's scanning people like.
Oh.
That permission. Pervert, I think. It's
I
controlled
can't
as a pervert.
see a single thing ahead of me.
What are you talking about?
I'm night blind, Reginald.
Oh. Hang on, do I have any night vision goggles?
Just no. Just let me know. Tell me when we've walked close enough. Or basically when. Oh no, wait. If I can't see anything here, then I won't be able to tell if someone's around listening. All right, now we need to go back to. We need to go back. I can't do this like this. We're going to go to the guild. Gosh, I really wish I had a better place to just. Actually, you know what? I could just simply have my phone just keep an eye out on the front, see whoever's like walking around. There we go. Simple as that.
I mean, does your phone have like a flashlight?
Oh, no, let's hook up to the cameras in here. The problem is that yes, I could use a flashlight, but the idea is I need to keep track of people who are around me and such, or people sneaking around or skulking around. So yeah.
I mean, I have a few candles on me, I think.
That's not how night blindness works. People can. The thing is, so Reginald, you see this area that I'm standing in right here? So the little bit of light around here. This is all I can see.
Of course. Oh.
Like.
So you have that severe night blindness.
Yes.
Oh.
All right. Well, like I said, at the very least, I get this thing switched on to have this thing. Let's see. What's the night vision mode? Here we go. Night vision. Okay. So at the very least, I can see what's going on if someone's walking in here. And I can also listen in around. Someone's sneaking around. Look, can't. It's regardless. This is kind of important to me. When I last spoke to someone walked in and walked out. When I last spoke to Toy, they said that I had told you that something about one of you trying to that I said that I wanted to like no, someone's wandering around there. No, they're gone. Someone like Toy said that that I had told you to tell Toy to avoid me. I was talking to you.
I don't remember saying exactly that.
But the fact of the matter is that you kind of talked to him about what I talked to you. So that's a bit of a problem.
Toy if I'm going to be honest, I prefer to keep communication. I do prefer to keep clear communication.
I do too. But the problem is there's something sort of special between me and him, in not a good way.
Does this relate to his father?
Someone inside. You know we're closed, right? All right. I guess indirectly. Directly, it's kind of hard to explain that. What did I leave off with talking to you about Calcaretta?
You tell me he exists and that at one point he had to
not exist.
yes, do a thing.
Kakarita was caught up. Oh, sort of caught up. I mean, he was a follower of a goddess. Someone from
Morgan,
the,
I think called it, right?
Yeah, Morgan. Someone from the old from the Celtic tribe. Well, how do I refer to them as? They're an old tribe of Celtic gods and such. They.
Wait, you mean the goddess Morgan?
Yeah.
The war gods.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like, the Morgan. Although in this case, I guess it's only just Morgan and not the others. I don't really I don't really follow that stuff too much. Look, I much prefer dealing with new gods because they're at least they're part of the new timeline, or not timeline, this new era and stuff like that. They they left behind the old things, and rather they're not being tied back.
You do realize new gods are roughly 100 years old, usually hundreds of years old at the very least. With newborn gods, they're currently like at least more reasonable ages for this year.
That they are way more reasonable.
You're talking about those new gods.
I'd say I'd rather deal with them more than the ones who may have been around for much longer than that.
I suppose that's fair, but
look, that's not the point. I'm not making any point about that sort of stuff here. Stuff went down, and this threat, I guess, that we had looming over us, from a person named Nuadha. He was, I guess, head guy and whatnot. He was up to no good, you might say. And keep in mind that I'm not saying this properly. I'm not saying this properly at all. This is no way. I'm not giving proper respect to anyone around here. Because the thing is, for a while we thought Morgan was the enemy, but it was one of the sisters pretending to be her. And so the Morgan that exists now, she's, we're on good terms with her. I haven't spoken to her for a long time, and there's no need to speak to her, I guess. But sorry. The point I'm trying to get at is that there were some ties with them and my adopted child, Altina.
I believe you mentioned her, yes.
Yes. She
Did she kill him? Did his goddess kill him? Did Nuadha kill him?
She had to. She was sent out to kill Kakarita.
Hitman.
And she successfully did it, but he didn't stay dead.
He did say he was a bit of a spirit of sorts, right? Or rather, seasonal spirit. Said something like.
Well, the thing is, this was like in the middle of something, and when he came back, he wasn't. He was still the same season, just at some point there's something split off in him, in Kakarita, I guess. I really don't need to get into too much detail about that, but regardless, Altina did wind up perishing as well. But the thing is that she came back to us in a different form. And
what? She resurrected against her.
It was the weapon that was used on her. It was just the way that thing.
Weapon.
I think it was called Sword of Ignis. I might be wrong. I could definitely be wrong.
The Sword of Ignis, you say?
I think that's what it's called. We have some. I swear to God, how did these Akios?
Audible thump from the front door.
I'm not sure how Akios managed to get inside here. Like, there's something about either there's something. No, don't worry about it. They left already. They left it here. At least that's what the camera's showing me.
Audible thump from the front door.
Okay, they're still thumping. All right, give me a second here.
Yeah, I can deal with them if you see.
Hey there.
Didn't know you was in here.
Yeah, we're just trying to talk. Was there something outside? Or was that you thumping the door?
Something outside.
Yep, give me a minute. I should deal with this.
No. I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
What's that?
What's that?
The Aki things.
Okay.
They're gone.
Miss Q, sorry, we're still talking though. So.
Yeah, I know. I'm coming back. I'm just going back out.
So, if I'm getting the situation correctly, your daughter killed one of your best friends, but then he came back as something else. But she also died. But somehow she was brought back by the Sword of Ignis, you said?
The Sword of Ignis was used on her, and then it was shattered. And we were kind of setting out to just kind of find the pieces to put it back together to see if it's possible to get her back.
You were hoping her soul was in there.
Yeah. And, well, she did come back to us in a different form, but she did come back to us. But the thing is, it wasn't us who put it all together. Kakurita had gone missing for a bit, and apparently it was him that did it. And then we found out that he'd gone missing. Like, actually, he's missing. He's like, we needed to help him, but and then some other matters coming around, us learning about this and that and whatnot, and Wadha this, and Wadha that. Unfortunately, we were like, we were so far behind, and then I couldn't handle the stress anymore, and I had to kind of just disappear. As in, when I mean I couldn't handle it anymore, I mean this thing that I have in me. This used to be controlled by how upset I was, whether that be sadness or anger. Now I can control this just perfectly fine. Even back then, I was able to control it back then, but I was simply just trying to put myself in emotional states. Now I'm fine. I'm totally fine. But regardless,
But are you? But are you fine?
Depends on what you mean by that. Let me get to that. So yeah, I had to disappear because I was worried that the thing inside me, my blood. I was told by someone a long time ago that if I were to get too upset, if I would get if I go beyond, I'd be lost. I would just keep getting more and more upset, and no one could stop that, unless they take drastic measures.
Kill you.
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah, and I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want to give anyone the sort of the pain of doing that sort of thing. So yeah, and I guess I was just trying. I just didn't want to be around certain people because them wanting to help me was going to make things worse. Like I felt like it was going to be the case. Thankfully, some people came around the right people came around to talk some sense into me. It took a little bit, but during all that, though,
as most things do,
I was gone. People were focused on other things or focused on finding me, and thus we couldn't help with the situation with Nwadha and my daughter. She had been forced to work under one of Morgan's sisters and Nwata and such, and there's this whole bunch of convoluted things and whatnot. I don't want to get too much in detail because it's going to take me longer. I'm already rambling on as it is. But the point of the matter is, Nwata has been dealt with, but Kakaretta is technically Nwata, or rather, an avatar, I guess you might say. I guess that's the best way of just saying that. I mean, he seemed to have his own mind.
Nwata's the god that sees all, correct?
What's that?
Nwata's the god that sees all, correct?
Hears all. Well, heard all. He's no longer here. And that
different dimension, new, or
that's the reason why.
Did he use?
That's the reason why Toy's in the state that he's in. His dad's no longer around. Of course, he doesn't.
This is so gone. This is so gone. It's.
We are not
removed from his body.
You're asking if the soul of a god is gone.
Not asking if this. Wait. Was he a god?
Nwata.
Was he also a god?
Nwata was a god.
Yes.
But the thing is, Kakaretta is the avatar Nwata, or just. It's hard to explain that sort of stuff. They're the same person, but Kakaretta still, at least by the rest of us, we perceive him as someone. He's his own person. And that's.
So he's a fragment, not a given material form. Is what you're telling me.
Could be reincarnation.
Wasn't even know.
Maybe someone under the whole reincarnation kind of thing, perhaps. But he didn't seem to be aware of who this Nwata was. He spoke to us about Nwata as if he did not know who he was.
Well, when you're fragmented, you typically lose memories of who you are. But if he was his own existence, then I can only hope his soul is somewhere within the reincarnation sphere. If that is the case, I can...
No. I am going to have to say no. If nature's going to run its course, let it run its course. Let's not mess with it, because Nwata did things because he was tired of hearing everyone. Do you understand what I mean? He could hear everyone at all times.
Maybe all of us right now. You're hiding that drove him insane at some point.
If he was still around, he'd be hearing us talking about him right now. So there's the bit of the problem right there. Toy misses his dad. Toy hates Altina, blames Altina. And I don't know. I thought explained to him. I thought it was explained to him that Altina was not doing stuff on their own volition. And also that Nwata, the person that's causing all this problem, is Kakaretta, his dad. But Toy doesn't care. He misses his dad. And I don't blame him.
One minute's nice.
I don't blame him at all.
You don't blame him. That's true. I can assess that much, but I can tell. You say Toy doesn't care.
It's hard to explain. It's just... like... when I mean he doesn't care, I mean like... he just wants his dad. Like, he can actively care, like, when I mean caring, I mean, like, he can be actively caring about the safety of someone and whatnot, but his emotional desire to have his dad back is...
He is a good child, yes, but this is hindering. That much I can assess. But at the same time, Mr. Knight, you do have to remember, Toy is a child. And yes, well, I'm fully aware. People have told me, oh no, he's not a child, he's this many years old, he's thousands, trillions of years old, likely. That doesn't change the fact his mind,
I know.
at the very least, a portion of his mind is still a child.
I know.
You understand that, yes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, do the people around you understand?
Everyone has their own thoughts. I'm not going to be the one that's going to try to convince people. For the most part, during that time when we were trying to figure out what to do about how to handle the situation, basically it was actually either Altina lives or Kakarita lives. That was the situation. And even if people had good times with everyone there, the only people that were on Altina's side was just those who lived in my house.
How many house? Even then, how many live for Kakarita? And I can be understanding. There's likely tens of you, maybe even.
Say that again.
Unlikely, but hundreds. There's likely tens of you within your household, yes. But what about Toy? Toy? Who did he have besides his father? I don't mean to sound rude, Mr. Knight, but
I think you're jumping.
I can understand.
No,
I can understand your conclusion.
You may understand my conclusion, but I think you're misinterpreting what I'm trying to get at. Like, I'm not blaming Toy for how he's like. I'm just simply just stating that the relationship between me and Toy is complicated, and like that's one of the many reasons why I myself can't really help Toy directly. I can't talk to him directly. There was a time where Toy had actually been antagonistic towards me. He was thinking that I need to be destroyed.
Mr. Knight, may I say, have the floor a moment? What I'm getting at wasn't what you would assume. I was trying to make a bit of a thing, and I can tell.
Hold on. Yes?
No, I'm not here for anything. I was just,
Yeah. Sorry, we're having an important conversation right now.
Oh, for sure. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Take care. Go ahead.
The point I was trying to get at is that no one else was there for Mr. Kakarita besides his son. Then it's only it was a matter of time before a certain child viewed you as antagonistic, but it is that already happened. Even then, right now he understands his own position he was in before. That's not quite correctly the way that can probably heal him.
Even if he understands, it's not gonna just wipe away the pain.
It's never that easy, Mr. Knight.
Hold on. Why are people leaving that door open? Shoot! Go on.
Ultimately, what I'm trying to tell you tonight is...
Not seeing anything there. Okay, go ahead.
Ultimately, the point I'm trying to make is this. Toy has been broken, Mr. Nut. Many times. The fact that he's able to stand at this point is, well, miracle, I'd say.
Yeah.
And currently, he's under Mr. Frederick's watch, and I don't say he's the greatest of father figures to look up to.
He's not.
He's definitely trying.
He's trying, but the problem is that we've had several people trying, and none of them have done.
Yes, but at the same time, at least Mr. Frederick, and to an extent I notice myself, have been having a positive effect on Toy.
you've been the only one that's had a positive effect on him, as far as I can tell. Look, I mean, no,
exactly has Mr. Frederick done?
Look, I know people, Frederick and others have looked out for Toy, and hey, Toy survived this long, but Toy's still stuck living in a world that's foreign to this place. This is like he's living in some kind of dog-eat-dog world when what? That's something from from medieval times and whatnot. Like we don't live in that time era anymore. All these people who go say, "Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Look out for yourself. It's survival of the fittest." That's not it. That's not where we live in anymore. Sure, yeah, you go out in certain locations, it's gonna be like that, but
I can understand where you're coming with that. If anything, I have a sibling who's much like that, but what you need to know is this. Time varies for many people.
I know.
Toy is here now. And while time hasn't really been kind to him in most cases, that doesn't mean in time he can't properly hear from this.
I know.
That's one reason I've been trying to introduce him to poetry more and more. That's one reason I've been trying to teach him, why I've been trying to help him.
And that's...
I even giving him small gifts.
And I appreciate that.
I'm hoping I can show him... that despite all the blood, there's still a garden.
And that's why... I appreciate what you're doing.
In such things. It's still going to take quite a while before the pain of everything goes away.
I know. Sir Reginald, I understand. It's what I'm saying is coming from seeing these people trying to help Toy out over years. And the thing is that I've only seen things either not change or just, I guess, feels like it's just getting worse until you came around. You're giving what you're doing for Toy is special. I don't know how much I can tell you how much I appreciate what you've been doing for Toy, what you're still doing for Toy. Toy's an important person to a lot of us. And it just pains me to see him just sort of like, I guess, just kind of like stewing in his own, just stewing in his own brain and such, just living a life that's not really his and such. I've seen other children, I've seen other 10-year-olds and such like that who've gone through situations where their families, their towns been wiped out, and they go out and they're not exactly going out for revenge. So
I assume.
They go out. No. Well, my point is that I've seen a lot of them. They come back. Some do have survivor's guilt, but some of them they went out and they did something for the world as a 10-year-old. That's why you ever notice sometimes you see like some little 10-year-olds. I keep saying 10-year-olds. They could be younger. They could be a little bit older. But have you noticed someone that's kind of they're wielding like these swords or this kind of this arms to the teeth, and yet they're smiling? Like, I've seen some of them who've gone through weird things. They've been forced to turn into adults, but they've managed to pull through something. And I just wish that Toy could be another one of those. Maybe not really just. He doesn't have to be a hero. He does not have to be a hero. It just would be nice if I knew that he could be smiling for real. instead of basically going like, I don't know, I guess.
I will say this. There have been a couple of times where he hasn't smiled. Granted, they were temporary, but that means he's getting closer.
Look, if it
Well, I
takes
will say
years, decades, that's fine as long as there's progress being done.
Yeah, this may be a bit off. This may sound off topic, but do you have faith, Mr. Knight?
Faith?
It doesn't have to necessarily be faith. Necessarily, like, believe in the gods or follow a certain god, maybe demon or stuff. But more of just, do you have faith in the people around you? Faith they can, a simple trust, no reasoning behind it, no proper understanding at times, but do you have faith in humans, Mr. Knight, more specifically the people around?
I try not to spend much time thinking about that.
Not all the time, obviously, but every so often.
I believe in the people around me and such, but I understand that everyone has their own lives. They have things to do. They all come from different walks of life and such. It all depends on what it is. It's original.
And let me tell you this, then. The circumstances of me coming here, the circumstances of me encountering toys, darkest hours, in fact even joining the guild in the first place, the chances were very slim. Yet, here I am.
Yeah.
One can say it's preordained by fate, or something like that, but I like to say the fact that the world has faith in those on it shows that we have managed to get here because of that faith. Faith can guide the hand of many individuals, Mr. Knight, and to an extent, can guide the paths that we take. Choices make choices, and even more choices to come. I came here by chance. You encountered Toy by chance. It was all chance, Mr. Knight. And yet, this chance has allowed him to heal somewhat. Probably be healed more properly in the future. And what's worth, Mr. Knight? Perhaps it may eventually lead you to lose all that baggage on you. You may not notice a lot of times, but your... well, I can't really say your elbows, but more so... your footsteps usually seem rather tense at times.
I mean, could you blame me? There's always something for me to be worrying about.
True, but at the same time, try to have a bit more faith in those around you. Not all the time, obviously, you're allowed to be cautious, but...
I mean,
I don't understand your own circumstances.
I'm putting a lot of faith in you.
That's good.
That's...
well, I wouldn't really say that's well, necessarily good. I'm glad you have trust in me.
It's... like, when I'm saying about Frederick and the others, like, looking out for Toy and stuff like that, it's not just simply just like a, hey, I've just decided to just willy-nilly be like, hey, I don't think they can handle this. It's a thing that happened that's over the course of years.
Fair. To be fair, I also would be cautious of one of my own people around me suddenly shot another one in the head. I heard the rumors.
And also, and even Frederick had more information for me that he didn't say. But you know, he was saying it was because of Toy, for Toy's sake, or just to not break Toy's trust or anything like that. And you know, it's understandable, but Toy's still not doing good. I mean, he wasn't doing good, but like I said, you're doing something. You're doing something very special, and you know, I don't know if you're aware, but I'm likely to have a very, very long lifespan. So I felt like is going to be inevitable that I would see something change in Toy, but just it'd be nicer if other people saw it in their timeline, their lifetime.
Well, as I said earlier, everyone's time is different on how long they feel. Remember, well, I guess as an analogy, when you're stabbed, it always depends on how deep the cut is. I can tell with Toy that cut runs deep. It's going to take some time.
I know.
It's going to take plenty of time.
I know. But do you at least understand? Do you at least understand?
I understand the point you're trying to make. Quite honestly.
It was only just, I guess it may have been like almost a year ago. Almost a year ago, where Toy was actually got more positive speaking terms with me. It was through the help of someone else, but just before then, basically anything that he saw that was not in the right light from his point of view, or if he misheard something, any little mistake I would make was an affront to him at that time. And because,
like I said, it's reasonable considering his own circumstances.
That was all the stuff that he had saying at that point, at that time. That wasn't reasonable, man. It was not reasonable. None of it was reasonable.
It's more like it's reasonable in terms of how his mind works. Like I said, he's a child.
I know.
Not everything is properly reasonable.
Yeah. From the child's point of view, yeah. The problem is, he's a child who can just knock over this building if he wanted to. He's a child in a world that's friendly.
Magic can easily.
Yeah, all this sort of stuff.
Full of items that can easily destroy everything in existence, and he has power with his grasp.
Yeah.
At the same time, remember, it depends inside. You may have all these powers and different abilities at your disposal and out in the real world, but that doesn't say anything about who's inside that person with all that power.
I understand that.
Why do you think the Van Helsings exist?
I understand that. I'm just, I guess, venting my worries about him. That on top of me hoping that Toy can, I guess, do better in people, in this lifetime for people, but Toy has interests in help. Toy wants to help a lot. That's fine. It's good. He wants to help a lot, but I just get concerned with how he goes about certain things, because there's a lot of stuff that he'd be riling up sort of hornet's nests of people that are god killers, and the rest of us, we can't really do anything for him. We don't have the strength to protect him. And come on!
Fucking Christ.
I was about to get emotional. Pepe hands, why you do this to me? All right, so
Something like a 3-hour conversation with Kirby Knight, huh?
Was there anything that happened outside?
Fucking
Oh, what's up?
Chaos! Somebody called the fucking phone because I called it.
What?
Or if somebody pick up the phone because I called it. Chaos would be happening outside. You would keep dragging people to do fucking serious conversations.
Don't worry, I got this.
Oh my god.
He's multiplied.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, they're not part of them.
There's a bit of a problem here.
Okay. So I mean, yes, it's chaos, but was there anything that anything for me to worry about?
The Van Helsings are expanding.
I don't know. There weren't any attacks. Anyway,
I didn't
hold
think
on, will you?
so.
Well, the Oculus are starting a rebellion.
Oh my god.
What? We're humanity. We're turned off. Yeah.
Boo.
It's just. What are you doing here? I'm Helsing. I forgot his fucking voice.
Dimensional police brought him in for questioning real quick. I see.
Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I kept seeing you fucking run off with someone new, and I was like, yep, there's another victim.
That was happening a little intensely, yes. It's fine. It's what happens
Listen,
when
it was
I don't...
either that or fucking chaos outside. There was no in between anymore.
Also, I went over with the robot chicken because I was going to point out, yeah, the tree you're standing next to, there's a herpes nest up in there.
Oh.
That's why I was just staring up at it.
Somebody ate the fucking popcorn stand again.
Oh my god. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to go speak to Mars about stuff too. Oof. Oh well. Hopefully
I found out after, and I was like, you know what? I can't put the shield up anymore, so I'm just making it disappear.
Well.
One of Mars's fucking kitty cat, shark kitty cats ate it.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that person kept on asking the Akios. It was like, oh, I'm hungry. Do you have any food?
MTV. Oh.
TV.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Nothing for us to worry about in this part of the neighborhood.
He's back.
Okay.
How dare you take my body? How dare you take my fucking body? You fucking assholes! Get the fuck out!
All right, shoot. RP card's gonna back up. Go back up. RP card's gonna go back up. So shoot.
But at least in daytime.
Have fun being serious and crying.
Rising sun.
Why?
Wait, hold on. Are you from? Wait, are you me from here?
Go, show. Come on. I need to keep the mojo going.
Get down there, fucking.
I was waiting for him to open up a hole.
Oh my god.
Get the fuck in, you fucking bastard, you goddamn clown. Get out of here, shoot.
But I want to go home.
All right. Okay. Let's see. We get the emotion here. Okay. So let's see if I can get this. Okay. So.
Yes.
I guess I'm just kind of sort of just trying to vent or something at this point. Vent my concerns. Just that toys just.
That's all right.
Toys. Toy is a child with the powers of a god. I keep closer eye on this thing. Why is that? I need to fix the lock on that thing. It might be one of those Akios is messing with it, but Toy.
I'm pretty sure the Akios ate the lock.
That's probably what it was. Toy's wandering around with the powers of a god, I guess. But he is going around riling up people. He might be riling up some people who are god killers, and the rest of us, those who support him or want to look after him and stuff like that, we may not even have the strength to make sure he's safe. What I'm trying to say here is that I'm just scared that he's going to throw himself into something without any thoughts, any worries. I was told, and I told Frederick to speak to you. I was told that he went off to go see what's going on with that one place the mission that had you guys going, had some of these guys going to the ice place. That you happened to be around for that one. And
Mr. Knight.
Yes.
I apologize for interrupting you, but you're telling me he went to the near reality of his face that I find very close to home.
Well, I mean, if that's how you feel.
That took my friend. People I cared deeply for.
Did Frederick not speak to you yet?
I don't think he mentioned that to me.
Okay. Toy went there after upon overhearing the conversation that was going on that day, and he was supposedly flashy thinged, or sorry, I don't know if you know what a flashy thing is. I forgot what those things are called. They had take different forms. Sometimes like one's the form of a pen, something else. But my point is that
did he get Men in Black?
Okay, you know what I'm talking about then. Yes. At least
I watch movies, Mr. Knight. Of course I.
Most people assume that some movies are fake, or rather, like there's no realness to it. Not realizing that
almost everything has inspiration.
They take real life as inspiration. There is actually actual Men in Black stuff. They're not actually like so weird as that.
Regardless, what happened and what else happened?
Toy basically tried to listen over the conversation. He tried to do what he can to kind of like overhear, record conversation. That's what I've figured out, and maybe I didn't say it clearly enough, but I thought I told him, hey, just I need you to keep out of this here. This is a private conversation here. Just pay no mind to this, because the contractor, or the person who contracted us and stuff like that. This was meant to be kept hush hush. Apparently, I just learned that day, and from that day on, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm just make sure this stuff is under wraps and whatnot.
Did he have a recorder?
Who? Toy? Or
Toy.
The assumption is
meticulous at times.
Yeah, the assumption is that yes, he did actually record that. Thus, the reason why he went on his own to that location to investigate. And the problem is that, like, it's perfectly fine if someone wants to go into that area, just happens to go in that area and whatnot. But the problem is, he was there on that day with that dude who has money and power, who told me to keep this thing hush hush. I'm just concerned that perhaps going to get could be getting us in a little bit of trouble here, but getting himself into a problem that we can't actually help him with, or at least help him with the full extent of our power. I'm using that as an example. I'm not saying that's at the I'm just using that as an example. Toy has really strong beliefs towards things that cause trouble, but very focused. I haven't heard him talk about anything else other than some things that happen around here. Around the town, Zenico, Treasure Hill. He.
Because he's worried about those parties, given they likely.
He's worried about those parties, but he doesn't seem to be. He seems to be stuck on certain area. Like he seems to be he can't seem to be living in the world. He's stuck in a very specific, laser focused parts that's just causing grief. That's what it looks like to me. That's what it feels like to me.
Do you know how you made the comparison of the 10-year-olds and roughly 10-year-olds and how they go out armed to the teeth and yet still manage to stay smiling? through it all.
Yeah. I know not all, but some managed to.
That is actually quite common.
Mm.
In fact, my father taught me that this was essentially an adventure event. Something that could be critical to forming the world.
Hmm.
And actually speaking, because of boys' own mental aid and physical form, could be that this is his adventure event. Not all of them are grand or happy, like you have noted, but exactly what he's doing is going to change the world.
Yeah.
You said before, he's been essentially neck deep within things that could be considered god-killing on godly levels. So you know it's true. This is adventure event. Unless things go correctly, at the very least he's guided some way that where he can manage to end his soon. Likely he will change the world because of this. How it turns out, I do not know. Given the fact I'm now aware, I share to think how he may affect the world as a whole now.
Please continue doing what you can to help him out.
You don't need to ask me that, Mr. Knight.
I know. I don't know how else to.
My own damage. He's gone through his own.
I don't know how
Right
else.
for someone to try and help him.
I just don't know how else to kind of just react to this kind of thing. I guess he may be a different person now, but I guess I'm just trying to do what I can to just hold on to just the remnants of what used to be in my life. I feel like everything feels so unfamiliar to me. Like so many people, so many faces are just gone and such. In fact, I was supposed to have seen Ven. Were you in part of the guild when Ven was here?
I heard about them.
Yeah, that's what I was. That was the other thing I need to tell everyone about.
One of my first quests was with Ven. But I haven't seen her as of late, so I can only assume that's what's happened. And then I was recently told that she's gone missing.
She's back. She's finally back. She needs some time to, find her bearings and stuff. She's really shaken up, but she's back. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to come here too. But it's nice to see something heading towards normalcy, I guess. A nice normalcy, but
It's nice. I must remind you of my position again. I am your guild. We are co-workers, Case, but I must remind you that I am also Bar Bishop. I am a poet. I am a teacher. But I can only teach children. And the fact that you put trust in me to help Toy is much regarded as sentimentalized, but let's see, the point I'm trying to make is this. I have to accept that how things were. Yes, they were nice at some point, but times change. People change. You are fully aware that, I assume, yes, but most of your mind is still trying to hold back onto that past. Hopefully wishing to bring back the days. I want you to listen to me clearly. That's what I must say. Life may never go back to those days for you, or anyone else. But that doesn't mean you can't make new, happy days. Tonight. What happened to Cocoretta is dreadful. What happened to your daughter is dreadful. And I can only help but give my sentiments to what happened to you and everyone involved as a whole. I sense it so. That doesn't mean you can't find a way to pick up the bearings of everything that was broken and lost. In a way that can probably put it better, possibly. You have lost people. Everyone around you has lost people. But that doesn't mean you can't find a way to heal that hope. Toy is the way he is because of this. And while you may not be able to recognize him as who he used to be, it doesn't mean you can't find a way to love the person who he is now. He's someone who not only needs a father but friends. Toy has friends, yes, but he needs more. He needs a proper social life, a proper happy school life even. In fact, last I checked, he's apparently soon to lose a cat. Academy, whatever it's called. And he's slowly starting to get there. Not just with me, but with the Luna's Ark, the fact he has friends now. He's slowly starting to gain back a normal life. And yes, while he is currently stuck within an adventure event that is quite literally putting him against people who are likely able to kill gods, doesn't mean it can't turn from bitter to hope for the future. Every adventure event differs from child to child. It's part of the name, the adventure event. That child learns on that adventure will mold them into who they will ultimately become, and ultimately how they affect the world as a whole. That means if we can do what we can for Toya in his current state, likely we can turn that presumably dreadful outcome to one filled with hope and joy.
Yeah.
May not be much, right, but have faith, have hope, and ultimately try to understand that what the world you once knew is gone. But that doesn't mean the world you are now can't change for the better.
You have no idea what the extent of what you said there has. Yeah.
I am a poet. I ain't supposed to know what words do. I have a good friend. Well, my guild master. Where to be official.
And there's a little bit more to that, but yeah. Sorry I had you, I guess, like kind of like lecturing me and stuff like that, but thank you.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, if you look at a large scope, you were speaking to a man who has gone through hell and back and has ultimately tried to live in that hell, but ultimately got stuck in that hell, or to end up in a different hell, or to come here to somehow lecture a man who has likely figured out how to do his life on what to do for himself, a child, and ultimately how he could likely proceed. If anything, I'd say you being insane in order to actually think that would be a good idea. But sometimes a little insanity doesn't, well, hurt every so often. As much as I dread my own insanity, doesn't mean it hasn't helped me in some ways.
Insanity is a subjective thing.
Yes and no, here and there. Sometimes it's mental, sometimes it's more ingrained into the system. It's very odd. Very confusing.
Yeah, sometimes it just depends on where you live. Just depends on where you live.
Indeed.
I would appreciate it if you didn't. I guess if you didn't bring this up to Toyd, I talk to you about some of these topics, just so that I'm just concerned that he might get the wrong idea again.
If this topic ever comes up, I'll try to avoid it. At the same time. Oh, idea. And ultimately, I'll try not to tell him what we've spoken about. But
it's not more like
I do what I do with him.
It's not so much as just like, hey, trying to keep away information from it. Just simply context. Like
Be mindful.
Mindful. It's just I don't like keeping things away from people. I really don't. Like sometimes the way I gotta talk to some people. Even when I was doing this back when I was living on the streets, I didn't really like doing that, but it was just sort of, hey, I would like some bread today. Maybe I got just kind of just do this sort of thing here, and
Actually, that's one thing that's been bothering my mind, actually.
Hmm?
When you were living on the streets, were you more so the humble beggar, the ruffian, or were you a ruffian?
Not a ruffian. No, that'd be my sister, if anything. No, just I did I had fun on the streets. I did what I can, just survive out there, but none of it was usually. I tried to avoid kind of putting people in certain positions that I didn't think they could handle, I guess. Like, sure, some people would be kind of annoyed, but
acting up systems for the case.
As long as you don't tear up this counter.
I have not to do that, and hopefully that time has yet to come. And hopefully will never come. But who knows?
Alright. I probably should get going. I was supposed to have been doing some important things, but this day just went by. Alright.
I mean, it's slightly nightfall. There's a large pot. I feel it is something good. I mean, it smelled good, but now it's actually cold.
I'll worry about that some other time.
For now, I shall put this pot in some kind of refrigerated area.
For once,
at the same time, I hope our talk here was able to benefit you some way, Miss Knight.
Yeah, I guess it kind of did. Like I said, it was meant to be. Wait, you're right there, right? Yeah. It was meant to kind of just give you a bit of a heads up for how things are between me and him, but
well, we're humans, Mr. Knight.
Yeah.
We can't really always know the future, nor do we know how things will transgress further in we go. I actually think the saying, the rabbit hole exists.
Yeah, I guess that's a way of putting it. Alright,
Regardless, do have a good night.
You too.
Yep. I'm going to eat good tonight.
There's a bunch of animals here. Hey, you guys should get going. There might be something dangerous. Something dangerous.
No. No.
Welcome back. Why is this?
No.
That's a big one, huh? Hey, just you guys behave yourselves, all right? I need to get going home. I got some things to think about. I need to
Come back to your dimension, you ass! Get back to your fucking dimension.
No.
I see you guys over there, but I'm gonna pay you no mind over there. And that moon's looking a lot bigger than I expected. Huh. They too short to be stealing any of my RP cards. Alright, let's ride the tram home. It's nice to at least have a calm night for once. I wonder if Mars is here. It's just time that went by quickly, Slay. Oh God! Ah! Oh God! I need to make that not be a thing. Why was it set to evening?
Who the fuck?
There's a really bright. There was a big bright light out there. I'm gonna see what's going on with this big bright light. No. It's nighttime. It's nighttime.
You little motherfucker.
Did you change that?
No, it was probably B. Do you want to fucking do this? Because I will.
No. It's fine. Sorry, I'm talking to a random imaginary person that's wandering around here. Wait, you're the person I need to talk to. No, not you. That other person over there. Just. Is your RP card still up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I guess I could maybe
You
help you.
took forever. I almost had an aneurysm with 2 kids who I don't even know, but they think I'm their babysitter.
Look, we're done and over with that situation now. So let's see who would help out with this here.
She got out for a bit.
What do you mean she got out for a bit?
She took multiple chunks out of burnout. Whatever their name was.
Oh, good grief.
We put her back in, and creation stuff is back up.
Okay, so do we need to still try to get Noms out?
I need to get her out of here. Yes.
Okay, I can go. All right. Do I go ahead and just... Okay, so how's this going to work? I get the door open, and then what happens?
Open the door.
And then?
I get her out.
Gotcha. Okay. So then. All right. Place my hand on the door. What happens?
You see coding for a bit, and then it fades as you put your hand on the door.
Did that... Turning...
It's unlocked.
Okay.
A pink blur tackles me out of nowhere.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm used to this.
Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear.
You talk too damn much.
Some people need to kind of do some stuff here and there. And...
Yeah. I have to go find an AI version of Gilgamesh now.
Why? I
had one and I made one and he's hacked now, so he's destroying a nearby town, so I had to go fix that. See ya, bye.
An AI version of Gilgamesh. Do we really need that? Does this world need that? Alright, let me get to say goodnight to these guys. And what am I gonna do? Huh. I just want to stop by and say goodnight.
Hey, Curb. Okay.
Give me a moment. Just need to do a quick little inspection of something back here. Don't worry about it.
Oh, is this so?
Oh.
Is that normal?
Yes, Claudette, I'll be on.
Hello there.
Don't worry
Oh, over there.
Oh my god.
Is there a reason why you're in someone else's property right now?
Don't worry about me.
It's kind of rude to be standing in someone else's property. That's I mean, then again, I guess I'm in someone else's property right now, but I'm a friend, so it's okay.
I'm giving Kurt permission. You, however, not so much.
I don't see anyone.
Can you kind of move there, because we've been having some situation. Okay.
Well, I couldn't see them before. Apparently, they might have
Okay,
disappeared.
not gonna lie, I was not expecting you to do that. That was just funny.
You just kind of poked. Just kind of poked your head and was like, hey, how you
Yeah, I was
doing?
able to see your head poke out. That's just a funny view.
It's just wanted to just make sure I can keep an eye out for folks. It's just been kind of really weird lately. So, anyways, you have a good night.
I mean, see you, Curb. Have a good one.
Good night, Mr. Kirby.
Oh man, should be around here somewhere.
Is this last night, Kirby?
Oh my god.
Ooh, you know what? Maybe I'll stop by and get myself a RP card down club sandwich. Let's see, where's the RP card down club sandwich? Oh, I think I might have. Maybe they might have some in stock here. There we go. Nom, nom. Card down for me since no one got to me in time. Unless you want to do something.
I wasn't planning to. Nom,
Okay.
nom, nom. That was literally just a one-off thing. B was even worse. B came in for like a second and then fucking dipped. Not right now, but
Yeah.
earlier when you were in the guild. They would know this one.
Ah,
I'll DM you more later.
that was a thing. That was a lot of stuff there. That was a lot of stuff there that went on here. Keep in mind, Toy, that my character was just being active, or rather, keeping an eye on stuff around the building. So, and he attempted to be sneaking you out there.
Oh, Toy wasn't here.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's just Toy literally wasn't in the city for quite a while.
Can you post?
I knew you'd fucking do that.
Do what?
Me?
Not B. What?
Oh my god!
I was hoping more for opposing with Shadow here, but
Hold on, what face do I got?
Oh my god. Yo, I need some street lights in this place here. This is some darkness. There we go.
I wonder why. It's not like it's night.
I mean, yeah.
Also, Miss Babysitter.
It would be cool that whenever it goes night, the lights turn on. That'd be pretty neat.
I hated that, but at the same time, I was just dying.
Man, I can't believe I was all over the place. I was just like talking to. There was like a whole bunch of people. I was like, hey, I need to talk to a bunch of people.
Why do you?
Van appeared.
I only needed Nom. And you took so long.
I didn't expect it to be. I didn't expect it to be.
I've been rolling dice rolls this entire time for them to get hacked, and then what do you know? She got hacked.
I didn't expect it to be like that.
I wanted to show up as Icarus when I saw Mars, but I wasn't sure if she would be out or not.
You could. She'd be hacked, so she'd be glitchy.
I couldn't hang out. I couldn't hang out.
Oh, fuck. It's literally chore day today.
We're working.
As soon as you said.
They're back. They're back.
As soon as you said I'm gonna take off from the guild, these idiots with their fucking cats swarmed like a moth to the flame right to that area.
Oh god.
What do you mean?
Like, I knew somebody had your damn stream open because I ran outside. I was like, "There's no one out here," and then I saw the entrance to the fucking station. I was like, "Here come the fucking idiots!"
I always have the stream open. It's whether or not they're muted or not.
Bastard!
Listen,
I gotta close your
we just
You need more
the
sleep.
Catmancer.
The Catmancer. Oh, that's what that was. Okay, you're the
Is it
Catmancer.
now just canon? I'm your fucking babysitter.
I feel like I spend most of this fucking
know people. Your
most of these fucking
I'm dealing with internet now, but it's something I'll have to deal with for now.
Do what you can, basically.
It's just every single time.
And I will
I spend most of this fucking RP shitpost wrangling, I swear to God.
I was dealing with that bullshit. and
I
did
wanted to be
bullshit.
trash posing. I wanted to be trash posing, but
here's what we'll
because
teach
of how late we started,
Now
there's less time for.
need more.
Just walk over.
I want to run around, dude. There were so many people that haven't been around. Like, I want to do my thing. It's like, hey, here's chips. Here we go.
Oh, chips. Fuck you.
Look, I'm just saying for example, chips, but like others as well. But
care.
yes.
Fair enough.
I wanted to run around so many other people. I ran around 3 because by the time I got out of shock, it was over. By the time I ran around 2 characters, it was already fucking 9. I was like, why is it going by so fast? It's not even 11:30 yet.
I have to figure out
What?
what I'm going to do with
What?
the romantic character.
Nighttime would normally be 11:30 because that's when
Wasn't
we
it
start winding down. Not
wasn't it
fucking no. You switched
No.
it at 11.
No. Rookie does that thing with some of the other stuff with the whole chaining time. You know, when things are winding down. I change it to nighttime whenever it's just like it seems right. But also the thing is that it might have been too orange. I was scared it was too orange for people. I was scared it was too orange for people. I was like, you know what? Let me change this.
Yeah, and also Kirby did say, since winter's coming up, the later part of the days are going to be longer.
That was an out of character excuse. Or rather, that was an excuse I was just making up there. That was an excuse I was making up there.
Oh my god.
But like I said, it just
it still works.
It still oh yeah, it still works. I was just like I said, I was just scared it might be bothering people's eyes for us being in that orangey reddish lighting for too long. So
Technically, they're 100 years old. It's just they don't know it.
No, I was more focusing on the fucking ship post. Like, Pyro was freaking out every 5 minutes with either Abby or Tina.
Welcome to the guild. They're working on their art skills.
Though that one fucking thing where we wanted to use Tita was wholesome as hell.
Yeah.
But then I was like,
they get shorter.
Members of fiction were here except for Natera.
Nah, Pyro forgot Pyro's play space was off, I think. I saw their feet in the ground. But I freaking... I just... As soon as we were doing that, I was like, okay, this is wholesome. And then I could just see the list of yours, just of people I need to talk to, creaking up from behind you. I was like, let's go.
No, a part of me was like, no, save me. But like, now I was like, no, I gotta. There's things I gotta take care of. It would have been fine if we started this RP earlier, but it was just weird things. Well, just me, but like also just things kind of getting in the way. So, like the world, we have to jump into different instances of the world twice.
God.
I'm pretty sure there's people who try to get back in here. They still can't get in here. I'm pretty sure.
Actually, right now. Hey, Anna.
Shrug. I thought everyone got off because they were tired.
Some people might have.
Like, everyone who left was yawning.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
Why are you following?
They could do that. Yeah.
This is not funny whatsoever.
I swear to God, during class I was like, hey, there's 1,000 things I could do. But I don't know what to do anymore because it's either people are off in a separate area being serious or everyone else is fucking just going bananas outside. I'm just like
bananas.
Yeah. And I didn't think they were going to go and jump up.
Donuts,
I forgot that there's a teleport menu in this, so I had to go and look down.
I still feel bad that I couldn't like interact with all the people, but that just means hey, I gotta try harder. To get things started earlier, so that I don't have to have I go through an entire conga line and such. But this week I'm gonna focus on.
I was not surprised. I saw there was a conga line forming.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add another day or a time of day. That one's gonna be like it's witching hour. That's gonna be the actual. Hey, it's time to I guess maybe end things. Perhaps.
You know that me be kind of fucking do that when when it's the evening again. Yeah, that means it's morning again. It's time to knock it the fuck off.
Also, I need to make this thing transition between the times of day, because like going to daytime after being at night for so long hurt.
Yeah.
My fucking god.
What is this cast of characters right here?
You were frozen in place.
I'm fucking tired from all that.
Yeah,
Jesus
I was just planning on just standing around, and then you just walk up and jump up.
Because when you see creepy figurine hanging around a house that's not theirs, people are gonna get suspicious.
If it was around,
Shadow was there, it'd probably be a lot more rough for your ass.
If it was around,
I mean, people have that for the same thing for the Iron Maiden, but it's don't go at the haunted house, people.
Yeah.
The Iron Maiden's established. Though.
I'm just.
Yeah, this has not been
We've
established.
been dealing with that for how much? Yeah, we've been dealing with that thing for a couple weeks before B actually started introducing it to the fucking neighborhood.
Whoa, that was weird.
I'm fast.
Fucking Pete, you made me laugh so hard when you did that. Like, let me run around as this character for a second. I literally, I don't know if you heard me, but I was sitting there staring. I looked over and I was like, as soon as I saw you.
What's this?
I was like, let me go yell at B real quick.
Oh, okay.
Well, I didn't go to yell at them. I didn't yell at them for that. I just told them that I would have more information for them for that character later.
Gotcha.
It was a reminder, but at the same time, I was like, I gotta yell at B for this one.
I am glad we got your internet back, though.
I need to. I need to make a delivery, but it's really late at night.
Hey, I mean, you can still. That means I still get you on my birthday.
I still don't know what how to have her voice.
Fiction.
Oh right, she's supposed to be Unobin.
Possible so that I can.
Maybe I should deliver my thing some. I'm thinking I should probably be delivering this this package here somewhere else. Hi, bye. Where's my moped? We're closed. We're closed. Where? Go next door. JJ, don't mind Lamango. He's being silly right now. Oh my god. So Kaku said in chat, I swear if the Iron Man nabs Connie, I will obliterate everything. Oh god. There we go, climbed out. Oh god. Oh boy. Company Chan hasn't introduced an RP yet, but if anything, oh my god. Yeah, I really actually I probably wouldn't even appreciate having this character die within after all this time spent and stuff like that. Then again, I'm pretty sure that's true of any character for anyone makes. Hey, yeah, they spent a long time creating the character, setting them up and whatnot, and it sucks for them to just die. Because I'm sure you wouldn't appreciate this being chomped up by the Iron Maiden. All right, so what time is it? It is 1:06. 1:06. So, what do I do? Oh, so did you have fun?
Yeah, I had fun.
Okay.
Why you look so shocked?
Oh, right. Because I was being chased around by something terrifying and dangerous. You don't need to show it off.
That's great.
B, I'm sorry. What did you tell Toy?
Let me poke this thing. Let me poke.
I hope you liked your introduction in the Ichikyu.
Nice name, Ichikyu.
It was relaxing at the beginning, and then people.
I got a bird.
I like her fire. This is one of her weaker abilities, but it's it gets the job done.
Oh, big cat.
It looks neat. It looks neat. I like it. I like it.
Basically burning touch kind of level.
Yeah, I like the ensemble too. Looks nice.
I am the pastor summon.
Toy, what's the name of that? Cotton?
What?
I'll ask him later.
But yeah, that was, and then she's officially joined the guild. What is the full name of the guild? Does it have a name or?
I still haven't come up with a name for it. So far, it's just the Orlando Saka Adventurers Guild.
Bob. Saka Adventurers Guild. Okay.
What was that
I was just
for?
curious because there's
Nothing.
I was just curious because there's another like adventure guild somebody started up recently called Misty Shore, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah. We're just still.
It's always going to be Orlando Soccer Adventures Guild.
Yeah.
OAG.
I gotta say, I really like Night Sky. It's really pretty.
I need to fix the.
I like it too.
I need to fix evening. Evening is a little too intense with the orange red.
Orange.
That's the reason why evening was so short.
Fair enough.
I personally like it, but like I can see why people wouldn't at the same time.
I don't mind it. It's just a little strong.
Yeah, like I said, it's gonna just kind of reduce a little bit. There's a little bit slightly less, but
yeah.
I might need to make a sort of like a fourth time of day. Maybe making it look more like, I don't know what to make it, but like basically going
Dawn
okay.
Dusk.
Maybe that's basically because I know sometimes some people like to switch that saying, hey, yeah, no, cards down for like most people.
Yeah.
Sorry for the thing that might have popped up in the middle of the conversation there.
What thing?
The TV.
It did not pop up.
Oh, really?
I saw a TV, but
it didn't. The TV was off this whole entire time.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I saw someone move.
I saw no TV.
I thought I saw someone moving towards it. Interesting. Huh. Okay.
No, I was in the house and I was looking like Kata was like standing in front of the TV and he didn't see anything, or else he would have told us something. But,
yeah, nothing on my end either.
Okay.
Yeah, so
it's really weird how that thing that has not been like triggering properly at all. But oh well.
So I'm guessing there was supposed to be something that happened.
You saw what it was. You've seen what it was.
Oh, for fucking midnight channel shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the other ones haven't bore witness that. Actually, now I need to test this thing out because this is actually testing some other system I've got going on. Can I get some people just to follow me real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
How dare, Lamb? How dare?
Where are we heading?
Just down here real quick.
Yeah, if it was the midnight channel thing, it would have been highly noticeable.
All right, so.
Especially with like 4 folks in it.
You see nothing? You hear nothing? No?
No.
Weird. That thing is broken. Huh. That's really weird.
Yeah, there's nothing in here.
I know the popcorn stand is fine. That one works.
That one, yeah, that one works. But for some reason, this one doesn't work right.
Yeah, no.
Speaking of TVs,
so in Orlando Soccer, there is the Persona Midnight Channel thing that goes on.
What's up?
Yeah, speaking of,
you guys.
Yeah.
Dead?
So sometimes the TVs will go off. And
I'm sorry. not drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk.
Is with Corona. So I'm sitting here like fucking great.
Alright, you know what?
Speaking of,
Honestly,
Oh,
don't
yes,
know
what's
much
up?
about Corona.
speaking of the TV thing, I have a
Those was
logistical
really
question.
good friends with Corona.
You have a what?
That I knew them for multiple.
Do you imagine
I
that
couldn't remember what
a
they were
sufficiently
looking
large
for,
television that consists of a
before all
link
the
to the
changes,
TV world,
Yeah, that role
you
play
could in
stuff
theory
is
drive something through it?
to me.
Yes.
I only ever saw him a handful of times.
Okay, beautiful. That means I don't have to scrap this entire fucking map.
Just keep in mind though, like you still need the catalyst to allow you into the TV world.
Has it been that long?
Oh, don't worry, they've got that.
Has it really been that long?
I think so.
I figure since your character and a few others know about the TV world, it's something that might
4 to 5 years.
Okay.
end up involving you all.
Gotcha.
Possibly this Wednesday, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Basically, all of the people in a nearby nondescript industrial building have gone missing, and that's scary, so they need some powerful men, or just powerful people, we don't judge, to go and investigate.
Because it'll be 4 years. If you join the team
Okay.
17, it'll be 4 years.
Oh my god, I'm an idiot! Oh my god, I'm an idiot!
What?
I forgot about the other part. This other part. Hold on. Let's see, it needs to be also this.
Oh, rain.
Oh.
It won't work. It's broken. It's broken.
It's raining.
Yeah, no.
No, it's
broken.
no, it's
Yeah,
no.
there's
Actually,
weather.
raining
There's actual
inside.
weather to this world as well.
yeah,
Is it raining inside?
yeah, it is.
It's raining
It's raining
inside.
All right. Can I?
Shadow, your roof has a leak.
Rain with the.
Can I request something off you guys real quick? Can I get folks to I want to drop a portal to another instance of this to hopefully get this not be broken. I just want to see if it actually works at some point, and it was not my imagination.
Yeah. Do you want me to go get?
No, I'll drop a portal out in the crosswalk. I'll drop it out there.
I'm gonna go get everyone else.
No, I'm going out there. I'm going out there.
Not if I get there first.
God, slacks.
Once you sing happy birthday to me,
Three.
sounds birthday.
What? No. I'm gonna drop a portal to another. I'm gonna drop another portal to another instance of this world because I just want to test something out over there. But it's gonna be Friends Plus as well. I think afterwards, I might wind up. Yikes.
Don't worry about it.
I'm good. Do it.
God damn it, Lolo.
What is this?
Oh, no, don't go there. Don't go there. No, don't go there. Don't go there.
I don't like that grid.
Not that one. There we go. This one. This is the one. This is the one.
Being a
Don't be concerned about it.